What is good? What is good? We're back with some more FGC Boomers. That's right. Got Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition going on right now. Sorry, we starting on just a little bit behind with a little bit of bracket update, little bracket shifts, have to get things going. But we are good to go. I am your host, your primary TO, your streamer, King Giovanni. Hope you guys can hear me okay. We have this probably one of our largest Street Fighter brackets coming on. We got a lot of killers, just like we had for Guilty Gear last night. So I'm looking forward to this. So today on the mic we're gonna have Fisheru and Demi Shock. So look forward to that. I'm finna actually speaking of which, I'm finna kick it into the booth right now. So give me one moment while I introduce our commentators. All right, you guys should be live. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Some reason they can't hear you in the stream. Give me 1 second.
Like, yeah, they can't hear you right now. Ah,
Like,
oh, we're out. We're out. I think we're good now.
Yep.
Hey, we exist. Gotta turn myself
All
down.
right. They can hear us.
Hey, we
Welcome
exist.
back
Yeah,
to
you guys are
Street
good
Fighter
now.
Sunday.
taco.
I don't know if that's Twitch streamer friendly for us to talk about the taco mask and the whole fiasco. So let's just move on back to the introductions. Well, I guess Demi, go ahead and do your intro again since nobody heard it the first time.
Oh, no. I can't really think of anything to say, honestly. Just happy to be back here now on Sunday. Street Fighter group. We got a big bracket this time. Over 20 and 20 entrants, I think.
Yeah, it should be like 2021. By the way, I'm Fisheroo. This is Demi Shock, my co-host. They're having me on the Street Fighter stream for the first time ever. I'm really glad to be here. Great to
Yes.
see a bunch of people are tuning in already. 28 people watching the stream at 2 in the afternoon on a Sunday. That's pretty sweet. Oh, and you should definitely check out the Guilty Gear VODs and the Grand Blue VODs from last night if you missed them. Really, really hype matches. A lot of people, like high level gear play. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I was actually just recently told, was that we have a new champion. Somebody came in and took Lunatic off his throne.
Yeah, Bobby
Um,
Fred. He was putting in work, and unfortunately, we don't get to see old Bobby Fresh today. So he had to take a knee to hang out with his family. But we have a lot of killers in bracket, so I think it's going to be a lot of really high, really technical, ground-based footsies kind of games.
I mean, in every one of these matches that I'm seeing in the brackets, we're looking at some pretty nasty players in here. I mean, we're in winners round 2 at the very top. We're gonna have Jimenez. We've got Ken the Beast finally coming back. I'm wondering if we're gonna see some more Zangief play. Kisa Monroe. What's that?
Jimenez is always grinding. I see him on the Discord every day. He's playing Street Fighter 5 every day.
Oh yeah, all the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people that I do mentoring with, man, like when it comes to results, you're always going to have average results if you put in average effort. And one of the things that makes Jimenez so good at what he does is he's always in here giving 110% every time. He's
Absolutely.
constantly playing.
Absolutely. He's grinding, training, and it's people aren't just like sitting in the lab and doing dumb combos. Like nowadays, with all the educational stuff online, it's really easy to learn how to learn correctly. And also people like you mentoring show, it's not just about trying to squeeze out all the damage. Quarter carry, positioning, Oki setups, like that kind of stuff, which for anyone who's a new player or an intermediate player like me who just wants to get that next little bit, people like you, people like Jimenez who are on the grind can really help to push forward the culture. And it's really great to see that in all the discords of all the games, we've got guys like you that are mentoring and helping people learn. Idiots like me.
Well, that's just the thing though, man. Like I am not anything special. I'm just a nerd in here helping people with some it's just something I love to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you I get killed in every one of these tournaments if I was entering them myself. So
Sleep. I like how Sleep Dealer in the chat, he said Bobby went home to be a family man. He's taken the lifelong lessons we've learned from Street Fighter to heart. All right, who we got up
So,
first?
we actually have had some changes in the bracket as
Oh,
well.
we're switching up things. Yeah, I didn't know if the bracket was solidified because I saw some DQs happen. Luckily, I don't have to say "daddy time" over and over again today. That's a big plus for me personally.
Well, up first we're gonna have Scion against Scum.
Scion
We did
against
have
Scum.
some DQs come through, guys. Dr. Wagner, Kisame Monroe, Southpaw, and Daddy Time
Southpaw.
are in DQ right now.
Man, playing Southpaw yesterday in Guilty Gear was super fun. He was really engaging, great stream control. It's a shame we won't be seeing that today, but Scum,
up
I've not played against Scion or Scum, so I'm really excited to see them play.
We've got a Urine and Chun Li.
And they're he's even using the naked skin for Urian, keeping it classy. Although it looks like that cod piece has not been washed far too long. Chun-Li, polymorphic, already just suffocating corner pressure against the Urian. And I almost done.
Wow, gets the jump in.
Mm-hmm. I really like that the knee press there. Like everyone says the knee press isn't good, but I feel like it's really good for just like if you're sitting there worried about the footsies game, you can just jump scare them. That was a really clean round by polymorphic.
Well, people are kind of weird about the knee drops because of where it lands. It's like any other dive kick, right? Whenever it's going to be above the waist, you're going to be able to take the turn back. If it's below, that Urian's going to be positive. So you got to be careful.
It's
What's
really hard
really
to hit
surprising
hand
me
on that lower part there. Yeah.
Yeah. What's surprising me right now about this matchup, though, is that both Urian and Chun have excellent neutral. Okay, good V reversal. Get out of that corner, man.
Yeah, you're getting suffocated. You've got to use some resources to get out.
And that's something I like seeing on a Urian, man. Like a lot of Urian players, they're afraid to use that V trigger meter, the V meter, to get out of danger.
They're like, oh man, I gotta do cool Aegis trick. I gotta save it up.
Right.
Like, no, you need to get this damage, get the screen control. Or big crouch and strong.
Good combos.
Lariat, that's gonna stun. I did
Oh,
stun that killed.
wow. That was excellent, man.
Comes out here, letting everybody know he's gonna powerbomb you through the ground. He got that tan specifically for this matchup.
That was an amazing comeback by Scum.
Absolutely, great sequence. Big overhead. Chun keeping pretty good. Ooh, big.
Oh man, headbutt gets stuffed.
Yeah, them headbutts ain't invincible anymore. Urian mains are just like, I can't read. I'm not worried about it.
Ooh. Well, all right, calls him out on the Kikoken.
Yeah.
One thing that I think probably would have helped though is going with V skill 1.
And why do you say that?
So with V skill 1 on Urian, you're able to still get one hit of armor on things like your headbutt. Here comes the setup.
Oh, big setup.
This is
big
it.
damage.
This is it.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I guess you
Go for
couldn't.
EX.
The empty jump low. I really like that idea. That was very nice. Very clean. That's what you call footsies in the industry. But no, you were saying with the V trigger 1, like
With V
yeah.
skill 1 on
V skill
Urian,
1 rather. Yeah.
you're able to give yourself one hit of armor for moves like your headbutt or your tackle. So if that had been in there instead of V skill 2 to enhance your projectile, you may have actually seen a different outcome. Wouldn't have been stuffed by that Chun. I personally like that option in this matchup if you're playing Urian, just because Chun's usually got the same game plan all the time, right? She's gonna put something out there. She's gonna try to stuff you before you get a chance.
Yeah, lots of preemptive buttons, lots of, very clean space control with buttons that don't have a lot of recovery frames. Absolutely. So having some way of like breaking through those pokes with the invincibility would maybe be a better pick here. Why do you think they're going with the projectile enhancement instead? Ooh, big EX catching up a very unsafe button on block.
Honestly, a lot of it could just be the comfort of having played with it.
That's true. Big Aegis setup to get the damage and finish it up. Scum is playing very clean right now.
Yeah. So, man, we are seeing a lot of knee drop usage right now. EX is always going to be safe. It's always +1.
Gotcha.
And there we go. That could have been the punish right there.
Good jab to check the unsafe buttons. Scum. I really like how Scum's defense very clean and effective. He's not trying to put out a ton of whiff buttons. Ooh, missed the drop that.
And we got Scion waking up, not panicking, not mashing a bunch of buttons.
Yeah,
I like the safe wake up options.
Yeah, but Scum is definitely taking advantage of the fact that that Scion is being very respectful, able to get a lot of like EX charge into block and then take advantage with a grab, essentially tick throwing. Ooh, Aegis setup.
Oh, here comes the setup.
You might be dead.
Pops
Ooh,
it. Nope, that's good.
That's
good. Oh wow!
Just do it again.
That-
Just do it again.
What a gamble we had there.
Absolutely, but I mean, look at this man. You see how he's dressed? He balls right now. You see those glasses? He balls.
It's go time.
Scum is not trying to play safe. He's trying to win.
So we have Scum taking it over Scion now. He's gonna move up the bracket. Scum will be facing Jimenez in his next matchup.
Ooh, very cool. Let's see in the tournament chat what's going to be next up on stream. Bum, 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 bum. See, has KG given us a secondary stream target? Unfortunately, we can't late spectate in the games.
So
I wish we
the
could.
next stream is going to be Coward and Rise.
Howard and Rise. Oh, Scum is Team EU, isn't he? He's from. Is he actually from Spain, or is that just a troll flag?
I actually have no clue. I would assume that Scum is EU. I don't know if he's from Spain though.
I know Sion is from NA East because I just looked it up. So he's in my. He's with me. He's with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got my man's back. I am curious about where Scum is actually from, but it's really cool to see people, even with, you know, Street Fighter V not being the most solid all the time as far as connectivity, still going like, we don't care if there's an ocean in between us. We're going to get these games. We're going to catch these hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't have. It's got Capcom's got their own version of rollback in there, which is unfortunately not that great. But the cool thing is you don't have a huge amount of Wi-Fi warriors in Street Fighter anymore, so you can play across the pond from time to time.
You know, a lot of people are wising up to the fact that maybe you shouldn't have a lack of cables when you're playing a game where every single frame matters. It seems like
Right.
it's a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I mean,
there
if
was
you
that
live in an
Final-
apartment complex and you're broadcasting on the same Wi-Fi frequency as the 20 other people around you, you might have some issues.
you were guaranteed to have some issues.
All right, so we got Rise and Coward now.
And just
my-
to let you know, Street Fighter V is on sale for a limited time only. Sorry. We have
Might
Rise and
swap
Coward.
them
my bad.
over.
Oh yeah,
King Geo.
yeah. We have Rise on Oro and Coward on Sakura.
So, I'd like to see Coward just kind of get a little wild in here. He's probably going to need it. Rise is one of our heavy hitters. Everyone that's faced Rise has been victim of his really nasty Tengu setups.
He's got the stones, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's got it right now. Like this
Yeah,
is
he's
this
ready.
is danger time. He can chip him out.
Oh, here we go. We're starting the juggles, or rather, I guess the stone show.
Oh,
Ooh,
and there
wow, so much chip damage.
And,
One wrong
man,
move.
it is. Rise is a lab monster. This man knows how to use Tengu stones better than a lot of other Oros do. He's got
Yeah.
mix-ups all over the place.
Yeah, Oro is basically like just like the ugly lab monster character. It's like if you want to have an attractive character, you play Minot. If you want to have an ugly character, you play Oro. Howard showing a lot of really good fundamentals, not trying to press into these plus buttons wantonly, which is great to see.
What he's really got to watch out for right now is just making sure that he doesn't catch these low forwards. It's okay to eat that finger bang poke, but if you catch that low forward, you're going into the grave quick.
Yeah, the poke is not special cancel. It's just a little damage,
Ooh,
but big
beautiful
damage.
combo. This
Howard's
is
out
exact-
here.
Oh, this
Oh
is
no,
it,
you
though,
dead.
man.
You are
He's got
dead.
critical R on deck. Rise does not drop, man. This is...
We'll see. Ooh, boom, boom. Now I'm getting serious. Grabs him. Does a little handstand. Good game.
Gives him the
Oh.
spirit bomb, puts him out.
Ooh-wee. That is brutal.
Oro wins.
And this is what you got to expect, man, when you run into somebody who is a lab monster. Most of the time, they're not dropping these combos.
Oh yeah. They've done that combo for hours.
Yeah, I would imagine that we probably had Rise work on that one combo sequence for a couple of weeks minimum. I mean, that's
yeah.
weeks played time.
And he's just like, yeah, that's my tournament combo.
So, if we can see Coward get a little bit more defensive against those crescent kicks, if a light crescent kick comes out, he can punish that. He can get another one of those big damage combos.
Ooh, big EX Tatsu here. Corner carry and damage. Look at the stun bar too.
Oh, swaps places with him. Good. This is where you want him. Don't let up. Get in there. Yeah.
The worst feeling in the world is getting back thrown into the corner, and Rise is absolutely feeling bad right now. That is a rough sequence.
That was very well done by Coward, though. Coward showing massive improvement.
A really cool double jump to bait out the anti-air, but Coward was not gonna bite.
And there's the low forward into the Tengu. This one's closed out.
Dead. I have a question for you. Why do Street Fighter players call crouching medium kick low forward?
So this was something I think that was actually started by the North American scene a long time ago. I wonder myself why it's still being put into play, but when you're using it all the time in casual conversation, it just kind of sticks with you.
I guess it sounds a little more natural than MP. And look at Coward, just textbook footsies, but great defense in the face of the stones.
Yeah, this is beautiful right now. And he has V-Trigger on deck. Like, he can activate, he can be risky right now, go for something dangerous, because Rise has no V-Trigger. So Coward can be like the Tatsu right there. He could have gone for something a little bit more dangerous and then made it safe with using the V-Trigger option.
Rise is walking him down into the corner. The life total is getting a lot closer. Footsies is not really working out in Sakura's favor right now. It is neck and neck.
Like a DP maybe? Nope. Oh, he's gonna chip him out. That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna be chip. I'm really surprised. Like Rise just out footsies them. Just straight up walked him across the screen to the corner.
Yeah. It's so Rise is definitely a character specialist. He has been Oro for a long time now. Nothing else in his Street Fighter V his Street Fighter V lifespan was really calling to him until Oro came along. When Oro came out, Rise he picked it up, loved it, and has just been a monster since. And it's not uncommon to see him do that to somebody. He'll be on the back foot. This man comes into the Street Fighter channel and posts his replays regularly, where he has a sliver of life left. It's one touch and done, right? But he will come back and rob somebody who has like 60% health left. Because he has these amazing combos, and he doesn't drop them.
Right, and having the confidence when you're on low health to be like, I'm not gonna turtle in the corner. I'm not just gonna hold down back because I'm scared. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna find my opening, and turn it around, just like you saw in that last match. He was down on health, used up Tengu Stone, no V meter. Sakura's got meter. Like Oro's halfway stunned. It's like 20% health to 80% health, and then in the course of about 10 seconds, it's footsies, careful, patient play from Scum all the way across the stage, and it just came down to fundamentals at the very end. Like you can have these big flashy combos, but ultimately, like the skill was just the spatial awareness and the just like I could say footsies all day, but I want to say like space control and frame advantage manipulation. I think would be the two best ways to phrase it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we got a really cool matchup going on here: Bench versus depressed Mets fan.
Yeah, so this is a match between Karen and Guile. This is a match that I think is pretty polarized.
Really?
But usually the Karen is going to be the one that's on the aggressive, and they've got to break through the wall that is Guile. But depressed Met fan is a very unique Guile. This man plays Guile very unorthodox.
I think I've played him once or twice in the lobbies, and he's always struck me as he plays Guile like he's Rushdown. Unfortunately,
Like a Rushdown, yeah.
Yeah, a big stun combo from Bench. Bench is showing off peak Karen gameplay. This is what Street Fighter V looks like. Street Fighter V's the character.
Right, exactly. This is what you kind of expect to see coming out of a Karen into this Guile matchup.
Wow, just DP, cross up, hit him with the low. That was a great sequence.
Yes.
So do you feel like, on average, that a Guile has trouble against dealing with Karen? Like, what's the matchup spread like in your experience?
So, I think that the matchup is actually maybe like a 6-4 in favor of Karen. And the only reason that I feel that way is because, like most charge characters with Guile, they've got excellent normals, right? Charge characters just are innately given that because of the mechanics of their gameplay. Karen, though, is somebody that can play Rushdown really well and also has good normals.
Like, look at this. What a great sequence.
But there's the
EX
Umi
flash
Shoryu, right?
Yeah, now Yumi flash kick, get off me button.
And this is kind of what we expect out of Met, right?
Oh yeah, he's gonna walk you down aggressively. He's not just sitting around booming. He may be a boomer, but that's not all he's doing all day. He's gonna get up in your grill and start pressing buttons. Ooh, big flash kick.
So I do feel like it's on the Guile to make something happen in this because the Karen usually has to hang themselves in this matchup. Guile's an excellent character, and it's, I mean, any given Sunday, everyone's got a striker's chance, right? But
Right.
this right here is not where the Karen wants to be. They want to make a call out.
Like just like there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, what the hell was that interaction?
That was one hell of a
What?
cross up. might clip that.
Behind the flash kick and
Somebody
still
clip
got the
that.
hit. Yes, please clip that fully invincible flash kick getting shit on.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cross up from bench.
Oh,
Ooh,
Matt
the
Fan
sweep.
was just a little bit late going for the meaty, but he got the sweep.
Guile wins.
Dress Met Fan is playing really well. He's controlling space. He's not getting too flustered with the pressure. Like he's able to keep his composure whenever Karen actually does get in, and he's not just pressing buttons. He's not panicking like you said earlier.
Fight.
Ooh, big sweep.
It's just so it's gotta throw you off if you're playing Karen in this matchup right now against somebody like the Press Met Fan, because you've got to play the player right now. You're not seeing Sonic Booms being thrown out nonstop like you typically would with a guy.
No, the Press Mets fan, he's putting out hands right now. Like, you want a kung fu fight? I'm right here. Boom, kick throw.
Gets the knee, misses the grab.
Ooh, the cross up.
Oh, good call out on the command dash.
B-Shift is very smart.
Neutral jump, beautiful read. Absolutely amazing stuff.
The Press Mets fan, he's been depressed for too long. He's here to get this dub and maybe get a little smile on his face. Ooh, crush counter, but nothing from it. Now Bench is playing some really good footsies here. He's schmooving. He's not afraid to exploit Karen's mobility. Great overhead. Yeah, let me just do a backflip real quick and reset
And
neutral.
Right there, we had it, man. The Press Met Fan doing what he does, man, throwing out the Sonic Boom and walking up behind it.
Yeah, it's menacing to see him walk up on you. It's like watching Jason walk out of the lake. He's just coming for you, and you know that you have to block this. You have to hold this. Ooh,
Look at that.
big flash kick.
Just not afraid to throw it out. This man has balls of skill. Oh, gets called out.
Ooh. Bench is fighting for his life, but he's not going down without a fight. Like I said, he's using all the mobility tools to their full efficacy to try and get around the zoner matchup, which is kind of strange because the Press Vets fan is not playing a zoner right now. He is playing mid-range rushdown. So I think it's like putting Bench in a really awkward position where they're not quite sure if going for these like traditional Karen plays is really the way to go. Ooh, big anti-air.
Another thing that I wanted to mention about this matchup is you see how these overheads are coming out pretty regularly, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Out of the Karen. Well, when you're
Ooh.
playing a charge-based character, you kind of default to that crouch block position a lot. So you're very
yeah.
vulnerable to, you need to react to a Rasenha overhead.
Yes, absolutely. And it's fast. I think it's one of the fastest overheads in the game.
That I actually am not sure of.
It is really hard
It
to react
depends
to.
on I think on the spacing, but
Ooh, wow, what a great sequence from Bench. He's able to sneak past the defense with the cross up.
Cutting wins.
Really nice. We've got a final round coming up, or a final match in the set coming up.
Yeah, they're playing very aggressive but smart Street Fighter right now. It's not just throwing hands. I really love seeing like Bench's movement around the Press Met fans' wall. The only problem is when you get around the wall, he's just got fists. He's just swinging.
Okay, we got a little bit more boom coming out. Met fan throwing him for a loop, but there he goes. He tried to call it out with the Rasenha, and Met was ready for it.
Yeah, that was a counter Rasenha with a boom. That was actually really cool. I wouldn't have thought to do that at all. I would have tried to throw out a jab or something. Karen
Met
going
finding his
into
comfort.
Guilty Gear mode.
Throws out the EX to get the projectile invincibility.
Oh yeah. For
Met's
any
just
brawler
putting
character.
something out there. Oh, gets
yeah.
the throw.
That was unsafe on block. Actually, I think it was. I think it was just like a misspaced
he
shimmy attempt.
He just got him.
Just got him,
spacing
yeah.
was too close.
Ooh, big kick to the face. Call Shawn Michaels. Smart defensive play from Depressed Mets fan. I'm loving this right now. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see a Guile that is entertaining, this is the man you got to watch each time.
I'm never depressed when I talk or watch Depressed Mets fan. Talk to or watch.
That was so beautiful.
Oh, my
Forces
God,
out
the
the jump and immediately calls him out with a flash kick.
Yeah, he's just. This is his stage right now. You're just walking on it. Ooh, big throw.
This is looking like it could be it for Bench. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, he's like, I'm playing Jam in Street Fighter right now. I'm not playing Karen.
Triggers up. He's got to have 2 touches to win this right now.
Oh, and he's getting chipped really hard right now. Yeah,
And there it is.
that Depressed Mets fan with just
Guile
the wall of booms, and you're like, okay, if I can get past the defenses, I can get to him. And then he's just throwing hands. He refused. He plays Guile like a mid-range character, and I feel like Guile has the damage output and the normals to do that, and not enough people play like that.
Absolutely. So when you watch somebody like Daigo, for example, one of the things that people don't really recognize when they watch him play is, yes, he'll sacrifice a little bit of ground, but each time he gets the opportunity to, you're going to see things that are very similar to what Metfan is doing there, which is he's going to walk forward. Anytime you see Daigo get close to a corner, every opportunity that he has, even though he's playing a charge-oriented character, he's stepping forward on his opponents. He has no fear. That's where Daigo actually excels as a player. It's not necessarily his execution or anything like that. Everyone has excellent execution at that level of play, but his psychology,
Like,
how
he
he
knows
gets
that
into his opponent.
exactly. He knows that, what's the worst case scenario if I just walk up on this person right now? They might DP me or flash kick me. Okay, that's like like 50 damage or something like that. I can take that hit, but if I just roll up on them and then start hitting them with the bazooka knee, hitting them with the double kick sweep or the upside down kick, like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna start freaking out because, like, you don't really think about it, but Guile's normals do so much damage on their own. Like, he hits like a truck.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of the things that is just like the nature of Street Fighter V with the way that combo scaling actually works. Like, Guile has small combos. There's not like you're not going to see this massive like 10-hit combo out of Guile very often, but you are still going to see these large chunks of health being taken off of somebody. And it's off
gonna
of
be
like
a 4-hit combo that takes like a 30-year health.
Exactly. Whereas you'll have other characters, Jury, for example, and everyone got to see a really well-played Jury from Just a Kid in Top 8 Evo.
Oh yeah.
But the Jury is capable of some massive combos, right? But
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is even though you might have like a 12-hit combo come out, the damage is not going to be that extreme, and the resources you're putting into it in order to pull it off, you get very little out of it.
Right, but for the pixie characters of the game, like having that optimal damage is kind of you have to, because otherwise you're just sitting there. You have to win neutral way too many times to actually solidify a game. Versus anyone who can, like a G, a Yuri, and someone who can just take or a Guile who can just take chunks with a couple normals. So it's like you have to work harder. Yeah, you have more mobility. Your tools are a little more generalized and better than some of the heavier normal oriented characters. But I mean, what buttons do you use the most in a match? Normals. What are you doing most of the time during a match? Down backing. And Guile's just like, yeah, I live here. This is where I live. Welcome to my house. And I think Guile is like peak Street Fighter. Just like, I have the buttons, I have the fireball, I have the flash kick, I have the game plan of make you make a mistake, footsies. It's beautiful.
It is. It is. And again, like, because you were talking about like a charge character defaulting to that crouch block, that is just one of the small things that I put in there for there being like a slight advantage for Karen. It was actually very well played by both people in that match.
Oh, yeah,
The
beautiful, beautiful work.
The Press Met fan's gonna have his work cut out for him in the next match up against Jimenez, but Bench, I think that Bench can come back and show us a little bit of work down in the loser side. We may see him climb up a little bit further.
And while we got a little bit of lull in the action, I want to shout out the FGC Boomer Discord. I think it's Discord. What's the command to show all the
So
Discord?
it's FGCB.
FGCB here.
I believe. Nope.
Oh,
I see it. What do I know?
Oh my god, we're so terrible at this. So we have a Discord. As soon as we can find the command to make it pop up, we'll make it pop up.
One of these guys in here has got it.
I don't work here. I just commentate. I'm sure KG can help us out in a second, but we have a Discord full of people who are generally over the age of 30, love to smash buttons, play games, and learn. It's just FGB with no exclamation point.
FGB.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
So feel free to join us on the Discord. We got games going for, lobbies going for all sorts of games. We're sharing, just you want to talk about your fight stick, you want to talk about your favorite poverty game, you want to try and arrange just a lobby to go play Cyberbots. I think we like to think of ourselves as very open and welcoming and hopefully, helpful.
And guys, while you're here in the chat, I see that we're already up to 37 viewers now. Do keep in mind that our tournament organizer, King Giovanni, takes his time out all the time to give us this excellent content. Please show the man your love. If you got Amazon Prime, throw a Prime subscription down. Throw a follow down.
Hit the Bezos button.
Show this man some love.
Yes. Sorry. We absolutely need to show this man some love. All right, we're inviting Ken to Beast. And
thank you, Real Slick. That would be Slick One dropping that Prime sub.
This man hitting the Bezos button. Thank you so much. King Geo's putting in tons of work. He doesn't even get to play in these because he's too busy working them.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad.
I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. The man's kind of a beast in what he does play. So
Are you scared? I see how it is. Everybody's scared of KG for certain. It looks like we got Ken the Beast and JJ queuing up with Zangief versus Sakura.
Let's do this.
This is going to be an interesting match.
Oh yeah, I mean Sakura doesn't have like the largest range. To gonna have to get close to the big man with the scary hug, and big man with scary hug.
Right. I mean, anytime you are playing a rushdown style character with really short range into a grappler like Zangief, things get pretty scary.
Hey, Dre Day with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Now, another thing to keep in mind though is Ken the Beast is probably one of our heaviest hitters that we have. Whenever Ken the Beast is able to show up, he makes Geef look a hell of a lot more scary than most people do. You look at Geef these days on everyone's tier list, you know, globally. People have got him way down there, sitting with like Blanca and Honda and all that.
He's in
But-
the geek tier.
Yeah, the Geef tier. But Ken the Beast, he's got a good understanding of this character.
I feel like really good players.
There it goes.
Ooh, like grapplers because the grapplers force you to utilize good fundamentals in footsies, and then you get to, because you have that awareness. Wow, look at all this!
Yeah.
Already
and
stunned.
there's-
You were dead. Oh.
That's pretty much it, man.
Oh, a little sliver left.
Oh, it
tries
goes
to
for
go
the
for
cross up.
Cross up splash, but just gets grabbed. SPD'd. GG'd. Wow, that was a brutal round.
Round 2.
And I mean, this is what happens when a Geef is unchecked, man. Like he might be considered one of the worst, if not the worst, characters in the game. I don't know how much
big
I
grab.
personally buy into that, but tier list. I mean, this is it right here, guys.
Look at this. This Ken the Beast is high tier right now.
He's-
Two command grabs back to back.
We've seen Ken take matches off of Jimenez and Monroe both, who are two of our best Street Fighter players.
Well, the EX SPD says no more nooch. Akira is very stubby and having a lot of trouble.
Zangief wins.
Zangief. The way they say his name is so strange.
Well, I mean, I was playing back in Street Fighter 2, and I had my terrible, trashy North American enunciation. So
Fight.
We're just gonna rock it. Man, Ninja Beast just dominating neutral right now. Big jump in, hits with the tippy tip of the buttons into the grab. Half your life is gone.
now,
Oh
one
my
of the
god.
issues-
Yeah, what's one of the issues with this perfect KO?
so one of the issues that we're having, I mean, obviously there is a difference in player skill right now.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
sure.
And
That is not safe on block.
Very familiar.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, this is really going to be heavily based on poking, avoiding these jump ins. Like my advice is do not jump in on a Geef 99 out of 100 times. Lariat
Okay.
is probably the best anti-air in the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it.
Absolutely.
It's too easy to pull off. It's too quick to come out, and it knocks everything out of the sky.
And for some
So-
reason, people still want Green Hand back. Oh, you. Ooh, the
Oh, he whiffs it. There you go. Get that combo in there, baby.
backdash.
Yes.
Take advantage of the situation as much as you can. Let's see. No air extension, just goes straight for the knockdown.
And this is what you love to see from some of these new and coming players.
Mhm.
They see the moment, they execute. There's not going to be a perfect this round. He's sticking it to him.
Oh yeah, but you get cycloned. That was a tough break right there. Ken the Beast calling out the pressure with the cyclone, and you know, Zangief's red. You can't do nothing about that.
Even still, I'm going to have to say that I really have to hand it to Jay there. You're doing exactly what everyone in here in the Street Fighter community, all of our new players want to see. You're showing other people it can be done. You can make somebody bleed. There was a moment where there was a mistake going for the flashy finish, going for the critical art, and you made him bleed.
Well, it took a half his health off. It was a great sequence into the corner with a throw follow up. It was pure Street Fighter footsies, and then he gets clipped from just a little bit of spacing, and then Ken was able to just jump scare the round away. But you gotta give JJ a lot of credit. Like anytime he faces Zangief, like anyone who's a high level Zangief, you know they're a monster.
Right.
They don't have the opportunity to get carried because they're on the Zangief tier.
There is a bit of truth to that. I mean, we've even seen in recent times, if for those of you who watch the Capcom Pro tournament or the Capcom Fighters channel on YouTube, we saw Kichipa facing Shudo in a Urian versus Zangief matchup, which is normally going to be geared towards the Zangief, but it became such a stomp that Kichipa actually dropped Zangief. As a character loyalist, he dropped Zangief temporarily and picked up Alex just because there was so much struggle going on there.
Yeah, and you see, like, for some reason the Japanese players have this like love-hate relationship with Zangief. They're like, he's top tier, we think, and we hate him, and no one plays him. If you look, a lot of like the top like Japanese players, they put Zangief like way above mid tier. He's way higher than he really should be, and I feel like there are a couple of Zangief like secret bosses in Japan somewhere on like
Yeah.
CFN that's got Daigo shook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Well-
some guy, some like Japanese version of Snake Eyes out there who's just spinning his stick like a madman and making the entire Japanese scene like tremble.
So you actually touched upon two really big parts with that, and that's there are some Zangief loyalists in Japan. You have Kichipa and you have Itabashi. Those are two
Yes.
really, yeah, like, and I mean that's a legendary name when it comes to Geef, right?
Oh yeah.
So you've got those people out there, but kind of one of the other problems is Japan, due to it being such a small region, when people in Japan are releasing tier lists, you have to take a little bit of it with a grain of salt because they don't have a large region, and a lot of the high level players are just beating the hell out of the same people all the time. So I mean,
Bro,
they have.
all right. Look, you say they don't have a small, they have a small region. However, you're in Canada, right?
No, I'm
No,
in
no,
North
no.
America.
You're in North
Or,
America.
well,
okay.
I mean, I'm in East Coast USA.
East Coast USA. Okay, I know one of our a lot of our competitors are in Canada. Tokyo has a larger population than I think most of Canada. Like, there's a lot of people in that tiny island, and they're grinding. And we should get to the match. We got J Dot versus Robo Hobo.
So
I haven't
Robo
played either
Hobo
of these guys.
is our other Oro, and it looks to me like he's been doing some grind himself. Last we saw him, he was down in platinum.
Oh man, look at this man, super gold, looking very fresh. I mean, diamond rather, looking very fresh. Look at these footsies, just grabs, tick throws into stun, clean finish.
Goes
Beautiful
ahead and
work.
cashes out with a little bit of meter just to ensure that he's going to take that round.
Just a little meter as a treat. I really like Robo Hobo's fit, by the way. I love the costume choice.
Yeah.
I like Jay's costume choice too because it makes him look like a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's exactly why he picks it. He talks about it pretty regularly.
A man of culture. Well, also a man that's just been stunned to death. Good lord, twice. This won't kill though, I don't believe.
No. So
Yeah.
one of the things that's difficult right now for
Ooh.
JC on this Dalsum is Robo Hobo is using his hops,
Mhm.
but he's not quite high enough for Dalsum to get the anti-air to stop
Right.
it.
Yeah, he's at like a strange angle for Dawson to really like take advantage of where he generally is able to control, like, or was able to kind of sneak through with the double jump in between like the I guess you call the Dalsum dead zones. Which he's basically had since Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
He's always got spots he can't anti-air.
JC, there we go. I was about to say
Yeah.
JC's got to get a little bit of V reversal going on. Claim
Ooh,
your
that was-
space.
I love that teleport to get the clear space.
He's warming up. He's finding his zen right now.
There we
Excellent
go.
crush counter, pushing him back.
He's taking his time. He's playing Dawson like you're supposed to. Like, this man's calm, composed. Big fireball call out.
Oh,
Let's pushed him into the fireball. That would be cool.
this
Nice
is what we
reversal.
need to see. This is exactly what you want in this matchup. Oh no!
Wait a minute. He get hit by that fireball twice? Ooh, the tick throw game
There it
from
is.
Robo Hobo is on point right now.
Played for another 50 years and call me again.
Like everybody who doesn't know what a tick throw is, go to Loot Fighting Game Glossary, look it up, because and then watch this because this is a clinic on how to do like a tick throw game. Robo Hobo is showing everybody how it's done. Would you agree?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I think that the tick throws are a problem for him right now.
I think he's got an average of 3 throws a game, and that's a lot of damage added up.
Well, and this is something that you really want to keep doing as you're growing as a Street Fighter player, is people sometimes get too focused on one or the other. Like, I gotta get my combos out or I gotta get my throws. Like, you need a healthy mix of both. And
Great
now we
round
have,
from J-Dot. Showing that
JC.
healthy mix of both.
yes, JC is showing a little bit of life now.
Yeah, he was pondering the matchup. He was studying his enemy. You know, he's it's a very studious character, Dalsum. You know, you have to harness your inner chi. Ooh, I guess Chakra would be the correct cultural reference here,
Getting
but
very close right now to stun. Okay, he's gonna
My
have to
God,
draw.
yeah, the Stanky Finger's doing a lot of work for Robo Hobo.
Oh, he's going all in. Okay.
Clips his toesies as the attack the whiff was retracting. That is always a danger for limb zoners in any game. Like getting clipped on the recovery frames. And ultimately, that's how you get around the Dalsum zoning, right? Like that's the classic. Just wait for him to put the button out, and then like knock him in the elbow, knock him in the knee.
So now we have JC dropping down into losers. But again, just like we had out of bench, I expect to see JC come back and show us a
Fight his
little bit.
way. Yeah, we have everyone's here fighting. They're fighting hard. Jimenez versus Depressed Mets fan on stream. This is going to be a great match.
This is something that I feel like what we need to see here is just for Met to find his grounded mental space. I
Mhm.
do think that Depressed Met fan can bring a little bit of heat to Jimenez on his Chun, but Depressed
the-
Met fan, he's really got to ground himself and be ready for this matchup. Think about what's going to happen and execute.
Got to be careful of legs calling out any jump ins, and both these characters have big, juicy buttons.
Yes.
And so like if they get into a brawl, you know, both of them have the ability to 1-2 punch into big damage, and that's going to make this a very volatile matchup as soon as like neutral finally gets broken on either side.
Right. So long as Met can hold back, keep himself patient.
Was
He
that a
should be
charge?
able-
Was that a charge character pun telling him to hold back?
No need for talk. Let's do this.
This is a check of one's patience, I think, in this.
Oh yeah, you can't just be sticking limbs out for Chim to heavy for free. So you'll eat a lot of damage just very recklessly putting out buttons against a Chun. Any
And
Chun.
so far, he's showing us how to do it too.
Don't whiff. Hit him with the block. Hit them with the block stun. Like it's okay to if you're being safe with your buttons on block.
Absolutely. Again, that's something I tell a lot of people as I'm doing mentoring for them early on. Is it's always better to be blocked than it is to whiff, especially against somebody like Jimenez. Like he knows how to get you on a whiff, and he will.
Chun is built to punish with any sort of like whiff anything. Is like the strong heavy punch is so good. Oh, big sequence from Jimenez.
If he can just get out of this pressure,
Oh, V trigger and a full bar. Great back kick from the Press Mets fan. Really good defense there.
really good spacing on the knee, and he takes the round.
He's like, I'm gonna spin some of this bar as a treat.
Metfan is showing people how it's done, guys.
Mhm. Met loves a good rush down. Bazooka knee of doom. Johnny Murph's in the chat. Really shouting out Depressed Mets fan. Also, apparently Dre Day has to play 2 Oros in a row in the bracket. That's brutal.
Well, he's got the tools to do it though. He does have poison in his repertoire, so
Well, that was a great V shift,
Oh,
but chased it down.
yeah, chasing it with the EX legs. We can see a lot of resources being spent to take this round though.
Yeah, Jimenez wants it to be emphatically taken. He's totally cool spinning this bar. He wants to make sure it's not a 2-0. And that's smart, honestly. I mean, you have the bar. It's not just for supers. You have to think in the moment. You know, like meter management's very important. Obviously, I think you can speak to that far better than I.
Absolutely, no, I completely agree. Using meter as it's needed rather than trying to save it for style or a big combo is way more important. Depressed Met fan is starting to really feel himself right here. He's got excellent spacing on his knees. He's
2 EXs in
utilizing
a row?
yes, and utilizing his projectile game a lot more than what we typically see.
Oh yeah, he's like, okay, I have the biggest buttons if I just have EX boom come out instantly.
Look at that, gets the backhand.
I'm really sad that he wasn't able to dash up and get something more from that.
He can call him out here. He could take this round.
You
Oh,
might
he used
be
the V trigger to
dead.
make it certain. Absolutely.
Did you see both of them tried to throw and they both whiffed? That was crazy.
Everyone in here has got to be going nuts watching Metfan pull this off.
That was a very, very cool sequence, and the sense of the Dre Day calling out the American reset. Can y'all be a little nice to Depressed Mets fan? He's obviously depressed. Come on. Chat getting mean. You know, I'll take an American reset if it gets me to win every day. Like Depressed Mets fan having the sense of mind to go for low jab, clutch it out. You know, that's just great Street Fighter. And now we're back into the battle for mid-screen.
And there we have it, the standing high kick to check the jump in. Excuse me.
You getting tired of watching Depressed Mets fan play this neutral? What's up?
And here comes the block. Oh no, he called him out just a frame too early.
Oh my god.
This is a punish. This kill. Oh, it doesn't kill.
Oh, it
just
doesn't
a
kill. But the overhead does. Great play by Jimenez. I didn't think that he was going to get through the projectile. I thought he was going to get hit. Shows what I know. Man, they're just kicking each other's shins, traditional Street Fighter style. You love to see it.
Metfan is starting to lose a little bit of his game plan here. Like to see him go back to what he was doing. Get
I
that
think
good
Jimenez.
spacing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry to interrupt. I was just saying, like, Jimenez is definitely taking a more proactive approach, especially trying to skirt underneath some of these fireballs, pushing in a lot more than they were before, maybe even slightly recklessly, but if they have the life lead, why not?
Metfan is doing exactly what he needs to right here. This is where he's got his advantage. He needs to make sure that he throws these booms out.
Ooh, good grab from Jimenez. Like, oh, you're a little too close. Let's reset this into the quarter.
Good. Doesn't go for a full jump.
Trying to bait
Oh,
something.
he's got him. That's
Ooh,
gonna. This one I think does kill. Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah. The good old-fashioned hitting the pause button never fails.
Chun-Li wins.
Jimmy passing.
That
the
was just an
trade.
unfortunate input error on the side of Metfan. He really didn't mean to throw that button out, and as we said earlier, Jimenez capitalized on a whiffed button.
Yeah, beautiful reflexes. Everyone in the chat screaming right now. Like the reflexes and sense of mind to be ready was I mean, really on point. Like, you know, as someone who plays anime fighters now, like, I have a better appreciation for how fast things happen in Street Fighter.
Really? Because I would have expected the exact opposite. Like, there's things that are in anime fighters that are really difficult, if not impossible, to react to.
Right, but like basically, I feel like Street Fighter has fewer startup frames on everything because if like you're not gonna find hardly any free frame jabs in Guilty Gear except for like the speedy fast characters, like the traditional speedy fast characters. In this game, it's like a third of the cast. Like and the speed with which you jump can really catch people off guard. And Jimenez, I didn't really have much to talk about because he just walked him down and pressed buttons until he died. Like that was just beautiful, beautiful footsies.
So Jimenez is starting to get warmed up right now, and he's throwing out his big combos.
That was a third of that man's life.
Unfortunately, had to pay the resource of a lot of HP just to get out of that corner. A B reversal into a jump, and he's gonna jump. Oh no!
The cross up. Nobody was prepared for the cross up. I think Depressed was just like, oh, I'm getting hit by this. The magic of Street Fighter jump arcs.
He can still take this though. He's got
Oh, yeah.
critical art on deck. He just needs to be. Oh, this is it though.
It's not death. That's not death. That might be. Yeah. Unfortunate. I don't know if Jimenez truly baited it or just thought he'd wait and see what happened.
This was still really awesome to watch though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we have seen so rarely Jimenez drop a match in an entire set.
Yeah, this was a very close bout. They were really playing very smart but aggressive, and that's what you love to see. Like, a lot of people who play Street Fighter sometimes like get into this trap of just being very defensive all the time. This shows that you got to go in, even if you're playing. If you're holding down back, you know you can hold down back while you jump in. You can hold down back while you bazooka knee. You got to get in and put in hands, and also Jimenez's combo work is very clean conversions. Just beautiful.
And just seeing the progress of Depressed Met Fan was really excellent.
Oh yeah, I mean I basically any game I play, like anytime I'm in a lobby with the crew here, I instantly feel like I'm leveling up because, you know, it just having the vibe and running games and chatting, you learn a lot just from hanging out. You can see that, like, you know, you said Depressed Vets fans have not been playing maybe as much as Jimenez, but it was a really close set. And even you could see the ranked difference between the two players. Didn't really matter because it was just, you know, clean footsies Street Fighter. That, you know, it doesn't matter what your rank is or how long you've been playing. You can learn that. Beautiful, beautiful work from both the players. Beautiful is the word I use. Street Fighter.
As is fitting for the name, Depressed Met Fan sometimes is a little bit too hard on himself. But the thing is because he's so critical of his own actions, he continues to improve all the time.
We got Dre Day and Rise on stream. That's going to be a great match.
This should be really interesting to watch. I don't know who Dre wants to take into Oro. I would assume he's going to go with the poison, but Dre may not have touched the game for a few days, and maybe he's going to go for the comfort of his typical Mika.
Mika. I do love watching Mikas play. I just don't like playing against them. Yeah, it's the standard thing of, man, that character's really cool. Oh god, they grabbed me.
I really like Mika. I hope that Mika comes back in 6.
Yeah, probably will. I mean, she's very she's a fan favorite. She's been around since what, Alpha 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been out for quite some time.
Well, my question is, where's Makoto? Give me back my main. I want to grab people by the neck and I want to kill them. That is a totally healthy thing to do in Street Fighter. Grab people by the neck, stun them to death, kill them in 2 touches. Let me do it. See, I'll play a lot more Street Fighter if Makoto gets released as DLC. I'll tell you that much. Dre Day and Rise are getting in it, though. So tell me about like this matchup. How do you feel like Poison changes the Oro matchup versus another character that could have been
Well,
picked here?
so the way that Poison would change that matchup is basically just Poison playing to Poison's strengths. You're not going to have an easy time getting in on Poison. There's going to be a lot of easy zoning, and Poison's combos can do a lot of damage. Like, she has tools that she really shouldn't have, given the archetype of character that she is.
Oh man! And speaking of damage, choosing to go with the Molotov V trigger, which is definitely the bigger damage option.
Yes. What's really cool is watching Dre get in there. He's pretty close for this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, if I was watching most Poison players, they wouldn't be standing that close, but he has no fear. He just went right in.
As
Calls
someone
him out
who,
on the fireball.
yeah, it's a great call on the fireball. Like someone who plays Poison, I want to be at this range right here. I want to be doing a heart rave. I want to be just slap you in the ankles.
Ooh,
Big
this could
finger
be
stone.
good. I think this is actually the
Oh,
no, he
dropping a
he
block.
found the gap. He found the gap. Oh, but he closes it out anyway.
Yeah, that was a really good call out. I mean, you got to have the low super confirms dialed in. That's exactly why. Sometimes you drop your big old combo, you got to pick it back up. You need to hit the 1-2 super. Great work from Rise.
So with Poison right now, Poison's just got to opt to play only the neutral game.
Oh, big
Again.
crush counter.
That's one of the weaknesses of Oro. Oro's neutral actually sucks. Like, it's
Yeah.
not quite as bad as, say, Shoto neutral.
Oh, big stun though. It's just like I don't need neutral. I'm just getting damage. Great shimmy there.
Oro wins.
Yeah, Oro's neutral is generally like not super rewarding without spending meter. You need to use Tatsu or you need to use chicken feet, EX chicken feet, or EX Tatsu. But as you can see, like just smart play, walking and blocking, they were able to get all the way up in Poison's grill, and Poison doesn't have like any great reversal options. I don't think they have any reversal options, if I'm correct. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm like
No, you're right. Poison doesn't have a reversal option. The only reversal option Poison has is to just throw a critical art out.
or a V reversal, I guess technically if you're blocking. Word is technically reversal. Yeah, I was really surprised that Poison was so close in that game. Like I said, when I'm playing Poison, I want to get these degenerates away from me. I'm fighting for my life. Stay over there, full screen. But
The thing is Rise understands that whenever Poison goes into that whip stance, he's able to challenge it. You don't. Okay, so we have the character swap now going over to Mika.
I was just about to say it.
An interesting change in the.
Yeah, Dre Day's going for the Mika. I think they're like, if we're gonna play close range, I want to have a way to just break through the wonderful defense. Just go for the grab and do Mika things.
So right now he's got to find a way to. Oh, he gets out of the corner. That was excellent.
Big damage from Mika. The drop kick, pushing back to the corner, but Oro with the side switch.
Gets the stunner.
Go.
Here come the Tengu Stones. So this is where Rise is deadly, and he might be taking the round right here. Nope. Yeah, he does. Wow.
Oh, that might be a post on Will it kill. That was a beautiful,
was-
beautiful round.
Super calculated. I don't think that there was another hit that actually came through off of
No,
that.
it
That
was-
may have
it was
been
the-
last tick of
It was
Tengu.
the absolutely last tick of Tengu. Absolutely. Very masterful work.
Cheeks.
Yeah, EX cheeks to get in. I don't need neutral. Welcome to the corner. And now we're just playing the game. And oh my god, what a beautiful DP to get control of the corner again. But now they're back in the screen.
Nadashiko coming in for the mix-up, and Rise blocks it.
Wait,
Comes
I
out with
can't
the
believe
EXDP too.
I got hit with it, like straight up. I'm loving Dre Day right now. He's just going in. I'm not scared of the stones. I'm trying to win. Stones are on deck though. But Rise didn't even need the chip out. He was able to sneak in with a Tatsu.
Oro wins.
But that one was a lot closer. I think that maybe going in on the next matchup, we might want to see Dre. We might want to see Dre if he faces Rise again on a run back. We might want to see him hold that Mika close because those are a much more comfortable look to the Mika play in that matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I felt like during when Poison was out there, it seemed like it was a bit of a struggle. There wasn't a whole lot of they weren't really able to press advantage. When Mika came out, you know, the EX butt splash, just to skip through the neutral, get the hard knockdown and the corner carry. I think it was a very effective strategy. Just the Tengu Stones reign supreme, as Brian F has shown us all. Brian F and Broski.
Brian F and Broski are doing very, very well with Oro.
Despite
Tengu,
some of his problems.
and Oro does have a lot of problems. Like, I mean, there are a lot of people that like to come out and say that Oro is ridiculously strong. I don't think that he is. I think he's maybe mid-tier as a character. And I would expect that Rise probably agrees with me on that, being our resident Oro master. And of course, okay, yeah, he says upper mid-tier, maybe. He doesn't. He's not sure where he'd place him. Rise isn't too fond of tier lists most of the time, and it's understandable to not want to look at that because Street Fighter, even when you have, like you were saying earlier, the Zangief tier, right? The difference between Zangief and, say, Bison, who's like included in everyone's top 5,
And has been since the game release, let's be real.
yeah, well, I mean, Bison's a very dominant character. Like,
Bison is the boss, baby.
the difference between somebody who is bottom of everyone's tier list versus top is really, it's fractions, man. It's very marginal differences in Street Fighter.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people, when they see a tier list, they kind of think of like what tier lists used to mean, which for us boomers, I guess, would be like the old school tier list for all the old school games, where it's like the tier list is we have the absolute creme de la creme that get to do whatever they want, and then at the bottom are they're literally missing system mechanics and can't like work very well. A great example is like in Smash Melee, Kirby. You could literally shake out of all of their grabs and take no damage. They have terrible return on every hit. Like everything about them is just designed to be bad. Or another example would be, I guess,
Probably the most notorious one that comes to mind for me when I think about tier lists and how much they actually matter is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And it was JC that really brought this to my attention. Like, there are some characters, you got a certain small group of characters that are super dominant, they are S tier, and then you have the rest of the characters and they play an entirely different game.
Right, you're
Like,
just
it's
playing
pure different
alongside
game.
them. Yeah.
That's like boomer tier lists in fighting games where things were so damn bad for balance in previous games that these tier lists, they really did matter a lot. Now in the modern fighting game era, tier lists are really less meaningful and becoming less useful than I almost think that they should stop doing that, or at least people need to quit coming out with these tier lists that have 5 or 6 different tiers. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, like it's not like in like a Vampire Savior, you have like Lord Zabel, who is the best character, period, and there's no way you can possibly, say otherwise. And then you have Victor, who is the grappler that can barely even grapple in that game. He's like
We've got a really interesting start to this matchup, man. I did not expect to see this Akuma coming out swinging on Ken.
Yeah, it's just like it's like the Akuma is actually a Ken for a moment. He's like, I'm gonna put on my Ken shoes for a second and just go in. But two
So
big grabs from
Ken the
Beast.
Beast called out a potential V reversal,
Yeah, that's stun
and
meter guaranteed. Oh my god, the frame kill grab into the grab. Very nice.
that was actually very, very well done. We got Nav OG. Well, he's changed his name to Jam, but Nav on his Akuma is he really put an ass beating on Ken there in the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Zangief can definitely like as soon as you get stuck in the corner, a couple of command grabs, even that lariat,
Demon
anti-air,
flip.
you can take a lot of damage off of Akuma. You know, low health, low stun. They have to be extra careful with every interaction.
Wow. Who is this man? Is
Virgins.
this the same Nav? He's got this round.
Oh my lord!
Is
see this-
this the same Nav that we had 2 weeks ago?
He went to the Himalayan mountains to a secret laboratory. He's been working on a new formula, obviously. Uh-oh, EX command grab. Ken's like, nah, I got some equations for you. Let me show you what I can do. Great Walt back, good awareness to get away.
Gets the B still in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up DP. First time we've seen it in this match.
And it was absolutely the right time to do it.
So now
Right.
Ken seems to be finding his comfort.
Oh my god, breaks Akuma's neck. Akuma's dead.
Zangief.
Wow, Nav, you were going absolutely ham out there. It's awesome to see.
Not too long back, man. Let me give you a little bit of context as a frame of reference.
Oh, yeah,
Ken
please talk to me.
Ken has been back in some of our older tournaments, man, and he was top 3 in some of the previous tournaments. Nav OG here on his Akuma, just like 2 weeks ago, this man was in like mid to low bronze. So seeing him contest this very, very strong geek player is awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, as a fellow silver boy myself, it's really great to see Nav putting in the work and really do a great, wonderful teleport to get out of the corner. Great use of the tools.
And that's kind of one of the things that we know Akuma for in Street Fighter V is he's got a tool for everything. But this is a nasty matchup for Akuma, even with that being said, because he's a Shoto and he's got really stubby reach. You don't want to be
Ooh, big lariat.
stubby up against something like a Geef.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the lariat. There was no way that almost any of his aerials could have even clipped Beef with that hitbox. Like, you just have to hold it. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more air fireballs from Nav though.
Oh, he gets away from it. Punish. Oh, doesn't get an optimal punish.
I feel like the Giev like buffered it and didn't do it on reaction, but that's okay. We all
Oh,
go
he's
hard.
gonna catch him with this. In the jump?
No.
He throws out a grab to stop his forward movement.
Yeah, Ken with the great awareness to stop his momentum. That's like that is true character mastery kind of stuff right there. Like all the tools, every tool. I love watching people use every single tool they have to like get around all these problems, like the teleport, the grab. Oh wow!
We got to be really careful right now. Ken has found his footing, so jumping up in the air against him is not a good idea. See that lariat? It's gonna catch you every time, man. One of the easiest anti-airs.
The crush counter into the pickup. I can't believe they killed Akuma. Jesus.
That was awesome. I
That
was
was a wonderful
very surprised. I did not expect that heat coming out of Nav.
Yeah, he was out for blood. He's literally trying to murder Zangief on screen. No, not clickbait, in real life with Elsa and Spider-Man. Oh man, what a hype!
Oh,
set. I hope
wow.
Everybody in the chat's feeling hype right now.
By the way, guys, again, if you're in the chat and you're watching and you didn't catch it earlier, please drop by. There you go. FGB in the Discord. Drop by our Discord channel if you're new. we're a community centered around 30-year-old and older fighting game players. It's a great place to be. If you've got a sub or you haven't hit that follow button yet, please throw it out. Our TO, he spends his weekend bringing us this content. Man's got to pay the bills. Show him some love.
Press that Bezos button. If you got a Prime sitting around, you might as well use it right here at King Giovanni's 966 channel. And thank you guys so much for watching the Street Fighter stream. We're having a blast presenting it to you. I'm Fisheroo again, for those who are just now joining, and Demi Shock, my taco eating compadre, is here with me on the mic. Getting into the next match with Rise and Hobo.
I mean, that's me. I don't know why everyone's laughing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's just what you look like. I haven't questioned it once, obviously.
So this is not what I expected to see in this tournament. It was the mirror match, Oro against Oro.
Yeah, I'd see you have the stoic stone Oro that's literally been carved out of granite, and then you have Party Time Oro who went to Brazil. Oh, what a beautiful fireball pickup! I love the big booger fireball, like especially when you're able to pick up an anti-air combo like that. It's just so swag.
It's looking to me like Robo Hobo feels pretty comfortable in this matchup right now. Of course, he's got to deal with Tengu from Rise, and this is the Tengu master.
I mean, that's always the problem with actually beating Oro, is that you have to go into the mini boss mode. Like,
Look
it's
at
like
this fucking robbery!
oh my god!
Oh my god!
Woo wait! Like I was saying, it was like it's like in DNF we have the awakening supers that just like make you super broken at the end. Like Oro has that. It's called his V trigger.
This is why Rise plays this character. Guarantee you, man.
Yeah, he
Like-
just knows he can rob you like 80% of your health in one interaction.
He doesn't give a shit if you've been winning all match long. You give him the resources for Tengu and give him a little bit of meter, he's gonna put it in you.
Oh yeah, after a huge laser light show, it looks like Rise wins the Fireball war and is putting in work, close counter work against Robo Hobo with a perfect 7 letters.
Final round.
7 beautiful letters.
Yes, it is looking like Robo Hobo is feeling very comfortable in this matchup. I don't know if Rise has really done too many Oro mirror matches before. It's not a common character to see.
Yeah, and you're seeing like Robo's doing a lot of really unorthodox approaches and weird things that I think they just know, okay, these are the angles that Oro's going to have trouble with, because I have trouble with them. Let's exploit. Big throw pressure in the corner, but misses the cross up.
Drops is confirmed. Right,
EX.
Rise is taken out.
Yeah, the EX fireball to set up a meaty situation was very smart. Is you mashing or is you blocking? You better be blocking for game. You know, that was a very great strategic decision. Like I feel like setting up meaty fireballs is something that people at lower ranks don't do. That's something that you see like lots of great players do. Let me set up this.
You hardly see it even in high rank play. Like meaty fireballs are just usually not the option.
Yeah, but if you have the bar, you know you have the right distance, like having the sense of the game sense to know that I have the bar to spend. This could be the end of the game. Instead of trying to put out a booger, he put out the EX fireball because he knew it would be slower and have multiple hits, so he could possibly go for a lockdown scenario as well. I thought it was just really smart strategic work from Robo Hobo, and he's just keeping it going with beautiful fireball war pressure and conversions.
Here come the stones. Here come the stones.
Rise is like, I am made of stone. Watch me. That's why he's all gray. He's actually just made of stone. He's become one with the stones. Wow,
Absolute optimal. And he can call him out right here. No.
you get back throw in the corner with the
Oh. Wow.
meaty knee.
That's
What
just
a-
gotta twist you up inside if you're Rise right now. That was so close to a comeback.
Oh, absolutely. Great block of the cross up after trying to get the booger air throw from Rise. I'm loving Rise's new. I I don't know if he did the gray because he wanted to match the background of the stage, or if he did it because he just loves stone so much. So Robo Hobo's wearing those really bright colors. He's like, I want you to see me shine, and he's definitely been putting in work. I like how he was mostly able to avoid the EX and still get some control of space in the screen.
So right now, Rise is still in a lot of trouble. We do have Tengu Stones on deck for Robo, and here they
There's
come.
the activation.
Oh, they were raw activated though.
Did you see
This
the
kind of a
reversal
waste of
attempts and
time.
actually got punished? Yeah, the Tingo Stone didn't really do much other than I guess force Rise to not have Tingo Stone available.
He gave Rise a lot of confidence there. Rise will take this. Yeah, and there it is.
Oh yeah.
Rise is a demon, man. Like if there's any blood out there to be sensed, he will go for it.
So according to my intel in the chat, Rise is definitely trying to be like the metagame god with the gray color pick. He's definitely he definitely watched that Lord Knight video about colors in fighting games. this man came out here in camo. Meanwhile, Robo Hobo looks like the protagonist for Far Cry 1. Oh man, look, just throwing him out of the corner. What is up with that?
And here it comes. This is actually, if he doesn't drop this, I think that Rise actually kills here.
There is CA on deck. He's not. Oh, he didn't go for the CA route. I guess he knew it was going to happen. Oh, you were. What a crazy turnaround.
No. So he wanted to go for the CA, but it was an unfortunate drop in the combo. I don't know if that would have killed, but if it hadn't, it would have been just a sliver left.
I don't know. Can you get the CA after the EX DP? That's my question. Like,
so he didn't throw out an EX there though.
Oh, he didn't. I must have missaw. There's so much going on. So many colors. So many lasers. Yeah. Oro is actually a sci-fi character because every time Oro's on the screen, it's just laser beams. So, Rice is hitting us up in the chat. Medium punch DP to CA is tough. I miss it all the time. Yeah, man. I didn't even know you could do the DP into CA. That's pretty impressive. Isn't it like you have to do it at the very first hit of the DP to immediate CA? Something like that? Robo Hobo commenting in the chat. I just learned it, but I have a hitbox. Ah, so you're one of our fellow cheaters.
All right. Well, sounds like we got a little bit of salt from a boomer.
I don't think it's salt. I think it's actually they're both using hitboxes, so it ain't no salt. We're just sharing tech now. The tech is get a hitbox.
Not you, Rise. Not you, Rise.
Oh, what's going on? Is it in the tournament chat? What's going on here? Who's we got on stream? Jimenez versus Ken the Beast. If I'm reading that correctly.
Let's see. Yeah, Ken the Beast and Jimenez are going to be on stream. This is the other part of winter semis.
I need to look at the bracket. Let's see how far we're kind of cooking along today. Everybody's being responsible and checking in on time, not making us wait. Thank you very much, everybody in the tournament, for actually communicating and participating in helping keep this moving smoothly. At least the people who are doing so, because we waiting on you guys to get in the room. Come on, let's do this.
So we actually had Pawn take a 2-1 over Nav down in losers.
Oh.
So that means that we're going to see Pawn go up against Monroe. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
Wait, didn't Monroe have a DQ earlier? He did, and then he's just been winning ever since.
Monroe's scary.
Awesome. I'm glad it wasn't a DQ because they couldn't make it. It was a DQ because they were late. That's fine. But they're obviously swinging for the fences out in losers, putting in work.
Yeah, a lot of 2-0s down there.
Oh, I'm sad to see Depressed Mets fan got taken down, but that's just how it is sometimes. I love you,
Kage
depressed Mets
world.
fan.
Is Monroe on Kage now? Did you actually go ahead and drop the boxer to pick up the Kage?
Ooh, gonna be stomping, and actually has a fireball. Kage gang, the Kagang, if you will.
I do remember Monroe saying at one point he was considering dropping boxer for another character, but there was no confirmation at the time of who he was going to go into.
Well, Boxer doesn't have a cross up, so obviously they're low tier.
All right, here we go. We've got an Oro on Ken.
Another one? What is going on? Are you guys just trying to swag out hard, or is this actually the new meta?
Is this a button check? Like,
My kung fu.
Round one.
No. Nope. We're in it. We're seeing
I
some
mean-
laser lights and V skill 2.
This might be a counter
This is-
pick because he ran Zangief
No.
before and against this
Right,
matchup, but it's
yeah.
not a good one.
it did
That's
not
true.
work out well last time. Like, that's kind of what I was thinking is like he's just got an Oro sitting in the back pocket right now, and he's tearing Jimenez up.
Oh, absolutely.
Not done yet.
This is great corner pressure, but the DP didn't quite scoop the button that he was hoping it would scoop.
Got that double dash in there and caught some. Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta be careful double dashing. This ain't Mario Kart. Big EX legs, pressure edge of the corner. Very scary for Ken right now. Ooh, great breakout.
He's got him.
Carries the combo. Beautiful confirms. Look at optimal damage.
Round two. Fight.
Everybody in the chat's arguing whether or not Oro is top 3 or top 2. What do you
Oro-
think, Jimmy?
I don't even think Oro's top 10. Like Oro's flashy and can pull off some hype moments. That's why people get excited.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm really glad they added him to this game. I always thought he was cool in Third Strike.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see him back. I agree with what Dre's saying. Oro is Oro. Oro is his own thing.
He's Oro tier. He's bad until he's amazing. He's like ABBA from Guilty Gear Plus R. It's like he's relatively underpowered until
Oh,
he
he's got the
turned
Tengu.
on.
Oh, that
The
was
drop of the
early.
TA!
That was
Wow!
showing a bit of
A crack in the facade.
yeah.
I can't believe that dropped.
Uh-oh. Gets up in the air with the Chun. You don't want to be
Jimmy's
doing
like-
that.
Yeah, Jimmy's like, I'm gonna press these buttons. Ooh, the double dash, boy. This ain't Mario Kart.
Next the dash.
Final round.
And anytime I see that double dash, I'm like, let me put that foot out real quick. Let me hit them with the light kick. Because you'll catch a lot of people. Those double dashes are not frame tight most of the time. Big EX legs punish. How do you feel that Jimenez is like adapting to the Oro right now?
I think that Jimenez is probably going to end up taking this 2-0. Like it sounds biased.
Yeah, you're being
but
so mean, especially because Jimenez is getting thrown around like a rag doll. EX legs to reversal out of it.
Jimenez is a player that adapts very quickly. Though.
Oh, look at the sequence. Yeah, he's adapting this 28 hit combo to your face right now. The Tingo Stones are out.
Catches him with a throw with Tengu out. There was just a moment's hesitation by Ken, and Jimenez takes advantage of it.
I think Kim was trying to do some sort of like some sort of frame trappy sort of thing, but didn't expect the throw to come out. Was probably expecting sort of jab or something. I mean, it was a smart play, but you know, throws the counterplay to that.
Round one. Fight.
I love seeing Jimenez adapt to the counterplay. He wasn't scared of the stones at all. Just walked up and threw him. I think that Jimenez is really kind of getting more control over this matchup.
Well, I
working
mean, he's
each
got a
other.
character that's got all the tools to take on. Chun doesn't really have very many losing matchups, and even in the losing matchups, they're very slightly losing.
Right. I mean, she's got most of the tools that you need to be high tier. I mean, great pokes, knockdown setups, and a good punisher tool with EX legs. Ooh, great throw tech there by Jimenez.
One of the more important things is like safety and EX legs and multiple
speaking of-
air options.
Yeah, speaking of safety, that was a beautiful trigger activation to make sure the overhead was safe on block.
Oh, gets the overhead.
That opened up. That
Was the very end of Tengu right there. Jimenez was trying to delay and wait for the trigger to wear off.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there was much of a gap for him to exploit, unfortunately. He just had to hold it. With the anti-air kick, they're kind of just playing, you know, basic footsies, EX legs into some corner carry. There we go. Some Brian F combos. Ooh, great shimmy right there. Ken is showing the fundamentals right now. He's not trying to be fancy, but the EX legs all out.
He's baiting out these anti-airs.
Mhm.
Just trying to get in Jimenez's head right now.
Yeah, great use of the double jump mechanic. And spacing on the stinky finger. Yeah. Ooh, look at that damage. And Jimenez has got conversions. Like, you can't say anything about his combo damage. Other than it's fantastic. Great reversal there. Go ahead.
I was just a really interesting choice to have the Tengu up and not at least try to go for the pressure.
Yeah,
I think he was baiting out a button. He was baiting out a button.
Yeah, he did that the other game and got walk up thrown. So maybe that's not the play here. Jimenez has no fear. He's not shown fear.
You've got to be careful when you're facing high-level Chun-Li players because they do understand patience.
Oh yeah, they're totally cool just waiting to hit that heavy punch because they know, you know, if they get to sit in neutral, they will just kill you slowly. And that was an absolutely wonderful conversion. The stun there from Chun. I mean, Chun does so much stun to Oro. I guess he has a really small amount of stun available.
So we have. I mean, he doesn't have a subpar amount of stun. Like Oro's got a 1050 stun for him. A little low on health, but not too bad. I think you have to be careful against Chun players in general when it comes to like trying to test them on the patience game, because most of their game plan is centered around neutral play, right? Like they've built their entire skill set around waiting for somebody to make a mistake and keeping people out.
AKA what some would call playing lame, we call strategery. That's a technical term. Make sure you write that one down.
Well, we have Jimenez taking that match 2-0. Actually, a little bit sad that I was right on my prediction for it because that was going really well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I really like the Oro counter pick. Like was mentioned earlier, the Zangief pick did not work out in a previous Chun round. So, you know, sometimes adaptation means changing your character. Can we get a Boomer Roro roll in the Discord? Oh, nah. Let's not get too goofy here.
Boomer
Oro. Boomer Oro. Boom Oro. He'll just like it's just Oro's face, like with nothing changed. Alright, so who do we have coming up next here on stream?
We're gonna have Pawn and Monroe coming up next on the stream.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm gonna take a quick moment to refill my drink, and I'll be right back for this match.
Sounds good. So, can anyone in the chat confirm to me right now what's going on with Monroe? Did we actually see the character swap over to Kage?
Let's do this.
Okay, so we did see Boxer come out against Bison for Johnny. This is Okay, so he was streaming Kage. All right. I was thinking the very same, Rise. Like, it's amazing to me that we had originally one aura, just the one, and that was Rise. Back when our Street Fighter community in this Discord was damn near dead, barely had a pulse. Now we have 3 in the winners semifinals. Like,
Round 1.
okay, Kage and Laura. This is a matchup where Pawn's really going to have to be careful in here. Laura's got great mix-ups, but Laura's going to have to get close to get any of this going. And just look at this damage that comes out. This is the thing that makes Kage what he is. He's the most stubby character in the game, but holy shit, if you don't feel that pain when he hits you. Whiffs on the grab. This is actually a lot closer than what I expected it would be. V-skill gets used, but comes out with the DP.
Round 2.
Pawn doing good to hold his ground there. Get a thunderclap. Might want to charge that thunderclap up a little bit so you can follow in behind it. Goes for the overhead, lands it. He's got corner pressure. Oh, gets called out with the DP though.
Right there.
Takes the throw. Oh wow. This is a 2-touch situation right now for the Kage. Got to be really careful. Make him guess. Oh, you gave him the option to get back up. Tried to space the elbow and got punished for it. Text throw. All right, this is it. You got to be careful. Ah, he's confirmed it. That's the kill. Yeah. Kage just doing Kage things. Massive, massive damage.
Kage wins.
I see Kage's putting in the work right now. I was watching from the sidelines. What's happening over here, Demi?
So
Round
we
1.
got Pawn up against Kage right now, and up against Monroe's Kage. So I'm not sure if he was ready for this matchup. One of the things that he's got to remember though is that as Laura, he's a 3-frame character. Kage going for these stomps can be punished.
Oh yeah, Laura has the privilege. Ooh, the EX shoulder was just a little too far away. And Monroe taking big damage, just like Kage does. 3 hits, and there goes 4th of your life. Back over to the corner, put in the Hadouken pressure. Big clash in the middle there. What do you think about Pawn's rather gratuitous use of EX elbow here?
I'm sorry, you'll have to repeat that. What's up?
What do you think about I would say Pawn's a bit enthusiastic use of the EX elbow here? He's been whiffing it a lot into Kage's block and getting punished hard for it.
Well, I think in this situation, it's not really a bad idea. If you're playing Laura and you've got to go for the elbow, EX is really punishable, but what's that?
Oh wow, look at all this pressure going on right now. Kage's in full control of the
Calls him
corner
out.
and just a little tippy tap in the stomach to end the round. That was beautiful footwork in the corner. Kage not relinquishing, just able to shut down everything Pawn was doing.
So, I really don't disagree with the use of the EX elbow coming out from Pawn.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that it's pretty smart if he's worried about getting in. The reason for that is the EX elbow actually has a frame of armor, or like one hit of armor on the frames. So
So if you're
The-
feeling
the-
like Kage's going to be like pressing, that's a great time that you can just kind of blow him up for being too aggressive.
right. The problem is though, is like we weren't really seeing a lot of that come out from Monroe. Like he wasn't just throwing buttons out.
Yeah, this wasn't a bronze Kage. Your standard bronze Kage in the rank ladder. He was being very tactical with his buttons. Demi, you there?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of issues.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next we've got Dre against JC.
Ooh.
This is gonna be interesting because
Oh
we've
no.
got two of the best space control characters in the game going up against each other.
Well, you know what they say, like when two zoners fight each other, it becomes two rushdown characters fighting each other because there's no escape.
Well, the thing is you just can't, or like you often do not see Poison do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, he's not going for the Poison. He went for the Mika.
Okay, okay. That might be a better
Dawson,
choice.
Dawson is a character that can do either one. Like you can go rush down as a zoner with Dawson and be just fine.
Oh yeah, teleporter mix-ups are pretty cool, and you know if you've got the APM to be able to make it work, you can do some really nasty stuff with Dawson on his left-right high-low mix-up. One of the few characters in Street Fighter to have a true high-low left-right mix-up.
Looks like JC is getting pretty aggressive.
Yeah, just very aggressively making sure he maintains space. Throw into the corner. Mika is not where they want to be right now. Ooh, the chop. That Dawson chop hurts. He's taking his time, making sure he's trying to keep facing the teleporter as much as possible. But Grade A coming in with the EX butt splash.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, great
We
activation
see-
there.
Big damage. If he can just nope.
Oh, Nadeshko says, no. I'm coming in for the assist. I'm a Marvel vs. Capcom character.
Too close there.
The activation there, like if all he had been able to do is throw out the critical art and get one chip in,
Mm-hmm.
that would have broken everything and that would have been his round.
Absolutely, yeah. It was very close for both players there. Just momentum. Nadeshko is such an invaluable tool. Ooh.
Oh,
my God.
good. He's going for big damage.
Oh,
Oh,
crap. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter too much to be able to EX butt his way in. But this is a very large uphill battle.
and I think what we're seeing right now is Dre has decided that he's going to go ahead and stick with his comfort pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
A
I think
lot
it's
of-
absolutely the right way to think, the right thing to do here.
Yeah. A lot of players probably wouldn't put their tournament life on a Mika into a Dawson, but
Yeah,
Dre's really feeling his comfort.
Oh yeah, and I mean Mika has like really active buttons that can stuff some of the larger limb zoning from Dalsum, and the jump arc really gives them an advantage to actually getting in on Dalsum, where normally he would have a pretty decent anti-air angles. Versus Mika, like she can kind of, like I said earlier with Aura, kind of sneak in the gaps in the anti-air defense. Ooh,
Got an
big
activation here.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that chip damage just standing there.
It's a hell of a lot. Like, honestly, it's.
Oh, wow.
And just like that, man, you see how quickly Dawson can go from being a zoner to just being up in your face and whooping your ass.
Oh, yeah. The damage output of that V-trigger is insane. Like, yeah, it's gray health, but as soon as he hits you with that jump chop or something, just like any little poke, boom, that's like hitting like a 2-hit combo. Or
Yeah.
more. It basically it's just the same thing as like Mika, not Mika, with the poison and the Molotovs. Like, just punishes you for not attacking into their giant butt, which is exactly what they want you to do.
We're seeing some textbook play out of this Dalsum right
Super
now.
technical. I love the teleport pressure here. So many active hitboxes on that fireball.
He's just got to be careful about teleporting behind because it's been called out 3 different times now.
Oh, he sees the screen pause and the Deshko comes in for the disrespect at the end, but it doesn't matter.
Dalsum wins.
JC was showing where Dalsum's strength comes out.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 1-1 now.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't touch me." No, it's social distancing. Smacks you in the face from full screen. 1-1. That was a really good comeback from J Dot. I'd love to see it.
So JC has been working on this Dalsum for a few weeks now, I believe.
Ooh, wow.
I mean, JC's been in fighting games as long, if not longer, than a lot of the people in our community. Very, very experienced player.
Right.
Not so much in Street Fighter V. I think his Street Fighter V lifespan has been relatively short. But this is a man who can pick up whatever character he wants, and due to his experience in fighting games, he can learn it really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And JC probably didn't even know how incredibly strong Dalsum was whenever he decided to pick him up.
He was like funny yoga stretchy guy. And then turns out he's got some of the best tools in the game.
And one of the things that we recently had was there was a grudge match, first attempt between Johnny and JC, and it was pretty heavily favored for JC on the sim, and it resulted in JC needing to change his name, or Johnny needing to change his name over to Johnny Twerks from Johnny Merps.
Oh, Johnny Twerks is such a good name though, and we're going zoner into zoner. Like I said, look at these. They're just swinging hands. Like zoner versus zoner matchup always ends up just being them going ham on each other because there's no other option. You can't zone out a zoner. Like they got the limbs, you got the limbs. You just got to get in there and show them, who can win the nooch. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the way I've always like anytime I play Poison against a zoner, I'm like, okay, fine, I'm the beatdown now.
No, I mean it's not necessarily wrong. It's just often difficult, I think, to get in on a Dalsum like that. I mean, like, look at that. That came down to the last pixel of health.
Oh yeah, but it was really great convergence from J Dot. Like I love his Poison play right now. I just really love Poison's toolkit.
Dre's been playing Poison and Mika exclusively for some time now.
I mean, you got one of the best rushdown characters and one of the best characters, period. You don't really need to have a stable of people, right?
Yeah.
Overhead to the tick throw setup, heart rate, EX. Plus
Here comes the
phase.
activation. But he gets out.
Yeah, the V reversal was very smart. Had to get away from the heart rate shenanigans because J-Dot had even more bar to spare and has V trigger on deck. I mean, one good poison sequence.
So, Gio, you've got the names that need to be swapped. My bad.
Oh, the names are swapped. That's right. Jay's playing Dalsum. I'm
Yeah.
That's why
No,
I just need to start using the. I need to start using the character names more. Ooh, call out some Dalsum. Just not letting
We've got some final round hype going on. This is the first one of the tournament yet.
Yeah, this is a very, very tight battle. Especially because both characters are just so well equipped to handle each other's shenanigans. It really comes down to playing the players versus the matchup.
And Dre has got to be very, very careful right now in this matchup.
Right.
JC is already showing that he can play some mind games.
And he's not afraid to brawl. He's not afraid to scramble up close. He's always been very smart, teleporting away, keeping the space up with the overarching fireballs, EX overhead. Ooh, missed. I think that was supposed to be a chance cancel and it
Oh,
didn't come
this is
out.
going to be great damage if he... Nope.
Oh, he wasn't able to lock it down. That's okay. He's trying to set up some mix.
I gotta be honest there with that activation. I was really surprised that that wasn't a hit.
Same.
The
Yeah,
fist
like
was
that.
inside.
It's just like that, like Dalton just gave her a little tickle. Ooh, great work. Yeah, the medium kick is so strong. Great work there from
Poison wins.
Dre Day. Just keeping themselves very solid. They didn't even bother to actually throw any Molotovs, I don't think. I think it was like the activation was just to make sure they weren't going to get hit.
This is really awesome to watch this. Like, a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have expected JC to give Dre such a good run for his money in that. But we've just seen, like, every single time we have a tournament, the people, we've only had like weeks. Street Fighter is a game that takes years for people to get really good at. We've had weeks worth of time, and we're seeing players come up and be able to take matches from individuals that you would never expect to see this happen from.
So I was saying this last night to some of our Euro friends in the Guilty Gear section. They were talking about, you know, I'm having trouble with this matchup or whatever, and I'm just like, look, man, in fighting games, it's probably the most direct reward for knowledge of any other game I've ever played. Like, the moment you know something, the moment you know that, oh, I can jab out of this string, or I know that this hitbox isn't disjointed. Just that one little one or two pieces of knowledge for your problem matchup can change like everything, and those little incremental advancements and optimizations, you know, when you're in the right environment with a very supportive learning environment like we have, like you have the opportunity to really fast forward your learning, fast forward your improvement.
Absolutely. And I mean, just it's been such a pleasure to watch this tournament because of all these little bits of knowledge that we have these players gathering up. Watching Nav OG on his Akuma be able to take a round I think he had 2 rounds he took from Kin to Beast on the Geef. Watching Depressed Met Fan come out swinging and take out an entire match out of the set against Jimenez.
One of the strongest players in the group, yeah.
Yeah, and Jimenez is our reigning champ, and I believe Jimenez has been from last week. He was reigning champ in both Street Fighter and KOF. So we're talking about not just a strong Street Fighter player. This man is a strong fighting game player in general.
Yeah, he's got the strategic mind.
We've got a few of those in here in this community. Like Lane is another one that comes to mind immediately.
Oh man,
right?
Lane's so cool. Lane's fun to play. Shout outs to Lane. I don't know if you're watching or not.
And no, Rise Kisame Monroe is himself. This is my name now. That's actually Dre Day. Yes, and that's another thing that Johnny, I'm glad you mentioned that. Like we have to throw that out there. Jimenez actually had a pretty decent run at Evo, guys. He was winning plenty of matches.
Oh yeah.
I believe he made it like top 96 or something.
And that's huge. At the biggest
2,000
event.
damn people in the event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not for Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter had like 1,200, but still, man, if you're you're in like the top 192 out of well over 1,000 players.
Yeah, I think it was actually over 2,000 for Street Fighter 5 with the on-site entries.
Oh, okay.
I know it was 1,200.
1,200 sign up online.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to go to Evo. I think I'm going to go Evo next year.
You know what? I think a lot of us boomers are actually planning on doing that. Just having a nice meetup out in Vegas at Evo.
Yeah, we'll just go break into the Plus R room. Just jam games. I don't even plan on like playing in a tournament. I just want to jam games.
But again, no, and thank you, by the way, JC in the chat for everything that you were just showing us. Okay, so now we've got Rise against Monroe. this is going to be a very interesting match because I think as far as the Fireball game is concerned, Kage is going to actually win out if they play the Fireball game. But-
Yeah, new Fireball is for Kage with the latest update is really good. And it's 2 Fireball. Or 2 hit Fireball. Which is very important for winning the
That's-
Fireball war.
Exactly. And then on top of that, well, I mean, so far, this is kind of like the commentator's curse because
We're sitting here
I
watching
say that,
Laser Light Show.
yeah. I say that the Fireball game should be won by Kage, and then we see Rise throwing out a ton of Fireballs.
Like I got these frame perfect
He's gonna
Fireballs
post this.
with a very clean combo to close out the round. Optimal combos, optimal pickups.
So
Oh, there you go. Now
if I'm Kage, this is where I want to actually be. Like, I really don't know if I want to play the neutral game with an Oro, especially not an Oro of Rise's caliber.
Yeah, it might be better just try to lame out as much as you can with your new Fireball, and
And then
like,
maybe
but
do a little bit of punishes. I mean, Kage's
Yeah.
got some really good punish damage, some of the best in the game.
oh yeah, and you could probably walk Oro into the corner without putting yourself at too much risk of getting Tengu Stoned at death. But it looks like Rise doesn't really even need the Tengu Stone right now. These conversions are very on point. Big knee pressure, crush counter, but misses. The XGP on wake up. Oh yeah.
Oro wins.
This is another one of those matches where I don't know if Monroe feels like he wants to stay. Like, I'm wondering what's going through Monroe's head right now.
All right, should I stay or should I go? Like, do I need to switch it up or can I just roll with the Kage?
It looks like we might actually have the character swap. We're going back to the
Yes.
lobby.
Yes, we're going into it. I like this. I like that people are willing to, they put out their fringe strategy, their new strategy. All right, you know what? That's not working. Let's switch it up to what was working or what I think's going to work. Not being too locked into their strategy.
Yeah.
Good adaptation. Like, go ahead.
He's got the history of playing boxer, and I mean, Monroe has consistently been top 3 on the boxer. I think Monroe actually won one of our earlier tournaments, was the champion one of our earlier tournaments as boxer.
Oh yeah, I mean, boxer's very strong. Like rewards good neutral and good fundamentals.
And there we have it. We've got the boxer swap.
Casual boxer at the gym costume. I like it.
This, I think, is going to be a lot harder for Rise.
Fight.
Because,
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think that Oro has a whole lot of capability for punishing these dash straights.
The dash straights, the target combo, the dash low. Oh,
Oh, no.
we lost
We just
spectate.
had a spectate failure.
Oh, that's a shame. Are they still battling or? What? Oh, there's a disconnect.
We've got a disconnect from Monroe.
Yeah, Monroe. It looks like there's a disconnect. Give us a second. We're gonna get everybody back in the room. We're gonna run it back. It was perfect timing because at the very beginning of the round, we hadn't even gotten past Half-Life yet. So if it was gonna happen, that was the time for it to happen, right?
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to Capcom for putting rollback in Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna say it
Well-
now, and I'll keep saying it after it releases and until it's dead.
So,
I'm so happy.
I don't. Rollback wouldn't have helped either way in this scenario because this is
Probably
a full-on
not, but-
disconnect. No,
Probably not. but-
it wouldn't at all. Like, this is a full-on disconnect. He's dropped completely out of the lobby.
Mhm.
Rollback won't save. I think that's a common misconception that people have in fighting games. Is like they believe that rollback is going to like save somebody who lives in like an area where they're playing on Wi-Fi and they've got a shit connection. Like you can't save a bad connection.
No,
you can save a
can't.
little bit of lag though.
Well, I think really the culprit here is the lobby system, but hopefully they're putting the time and the effort into getting the lobby system correct. Yeah, because I mean the lobbies here like better than Strive's lobbies. I'll say that like getting disconnect or you cannot. It was a failure to join battle station. That's a very common error code you'll see when you're trying to roam around in the park. you know, they're the fighting game developers are still wrapping their heads around. Oh wait, people like play fighting games at their house instead of, you know, at the arcade or the local. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the movement towards better quality of life for online players like me is good, without sacrificing the impetus to get people in the same room and
Yes.
actually do some local fighting. But I
And-
mean, for someone like me who doesn't really have a lot of people nearby, having good netcode, good lobbies, really matters.
And on that note, when we're talking about disconnects, one of the things I would like to see once Project L comes out, and we're all expecting big things from it, I would like to see a lot of fighting game community or fighting game companies, the developers, push for these dedicated servers in the same way that
Yes.
Project L is as well. That way, when somebody like rage quits on you, you don't just get robbed of like all of your progress.
Right. And I mean, that's something that's been a standard in every other genre since, I don't know, 2005. I don't know, when did Half-Life 2 come out? You know? But here we go, we're getting into it. Mr. Monroe immediately just dashing in, putting in the hands. So Demi, what do you think about, like, how do you think that Oro is going to approach a matchup where they're so outclassed in the neutral?
Well, I think Oro's is outclassed in a lot of ways in this. Like, he's outclassed in corner carry and stuff. This right here is kind of what you're expecting. Unfortunately, there was a drop because the jump wasn't timed, but what you use, this is it. This is what you have to do as Oro. You have to wait for your opponent to hang themselves, and then you go for the robbery, man. Get the
Oh, yeah.
Tengu out there and get the critical art out there.
Yeah, Oro's out here running this man's chain like an errand, and all your errands, and what you're wearing, robbing everybody.
Yeah, these dash straights, man. Like, if they're spaced really well, I don't think Oro has a tool to punish them. He can't really play the fireball game either because you've got the V skill 1, and
Yeah,
you're
you
just
just-
gonna watch Boxer like spin and then follow up to beat you with a straight or an overhead.
Right, exactly. Like Boxer is so scary from like the mid range, where Oro really doesn't have a great button to put there. But Rise is just not afraid to get in there and brawl. Tinker's doing huge work.
Oh no, did we have another?
I think that's Bop bop.
Oh, this is a shame.
Now Rise had a round.
That was. Oh no, Keisa Monroe. I think
Monroe, my
with
dude.
the two disconnects, like, we had to call for a
That might be
we
a
had to
game.
call for a DQ. Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it a full DQ, or is it just a match win for Rise, and then they try it one more time? Because Rise had a game before the disconnect.
That, I mean, we gotta ask the TO King Geo.
Yeah, King Geo, what's your
What you call?
call there? I would call it a match loss, but not a game loss. But that's just because I like to see people fight. Because it was 0-0, so it could just be like 1-0. Or was it 2-0 Rise or 1-0 Rise?
Well, it was sitting at 1-0, and then I think King Geo actually made his call right there.
Oh, okay.
Because we are seeing Rise at 2-0 at the moment.
Okay.
It's just whether or not he chooses to call a DQ on that.
So Kisei is going to give the round because he's having some technical issues. So I want to express condolences to Monroe for having trouble. But the rounds were definitely starting to get hype, and it's really a shame we couldn't continue on. What we'll do instead is we're going to audible over to Ken the Beast versus Dre Day, I believe.
Yeah, that looks like that's the matchup. Now, again, I wonder what we're going to see out of Ken, because we've already seen that he can pull out an Oro, right? But we've got Dre's familiarity lies primarily in Mika and in Poison.
Right.
I think Poison would tear Zangief apart, but I just don't think that Oro has too much better of a matchup against Poison than Zangief does.
Right. Like Zangief, if you're playing the matchup correctly, like Oro cannot use his fireball game at all. Like his fireball game is completely shut out by Lariat. And then suddenly, what does Oro have? He's got the stanky finger and what? To keep Zangief away, you know? I mean, if I'm missing something, let me know. But as far as I'm
No,
aware, like,
That's pretty much it. Like again, I would have to defer to Rise on that, but
Right.
for the most part, I would say the buttons that you're going to see people actually stick out the most from Oro are going to be you got your finger bang and then you got your low forward. And I can't see a lot unless you're going for like a crush counter. I can't see a lot of other options being thrown out.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so and Rise confirms what I was saying about Oro versus Poison.
Problems that he has against the Poison matchup is similar to the Chun matchup. Nice thing is that Oro gets to take a risk with heavy legs to get inside. Ah, the chicken legs. Like if they start to charge, you can charge for, you know, token or for spinning bird kick. You can take advantage with chicken legs. That's some good tech right there for you Oro players. I mean, Chun-Li's a very important matchup to know how to fight if you're going to play any Street Fighter. I feel like that's like on the Street Fighter how to learn your character checklist. It's like learn an anti-air, learn a basic B&B, learn which button you can press against Chun-Li. Like those are your top 3 things to do when you're learning a character in Street Fighter.
Okay, so we are seeing the Zangief come out.
Ooh.
Can't start the show without the star.
I'm very interested to see how Geef gets around the poison zoning.
I do think that Dre made the right call here with Poison, but
But Ken is the beast, as shown in his username. Big heavy punch.
using that armor.
Yeah, the armored move against Poison does not have a lot of multi-hit moves other than like heart rate EX to get through any of his armor. So it's kind of scary when he's just walking you down like that. That's Poison. And he can even use EX overhead to break through. Whoa, what a great tornado into grab. And they're in the mix.
And this match has suddenly turned into something completely different.
I'm really surprised that last hit didn't stun, but it might not even matter. In the Beast showing him why he is, in fact, the Beast. Putting hands on him. I'm loving Ken's like aggressive attitude here. He's not scared of the whip. Big armor move into a crush counter. And now we're mixing.
One of the things I'd really like to see Dre doing here right now is we're seeing a lot of standing heavy punch come out from this Zangief. It's if he whips that, that's where he can get a bunch of his damage in.
Yeah, but you really got to be careful not to let him hit you on block with that button because he can just keep it going, and you can't armor through it really reliably with Poison at all, or get through the armor.
Oh, this is gonna
Grabbed
hurt.
you.
That's the round.
Great reactions there from Ken. He saw the whiff and was churning in preparation. You can guarantee he was ready for it.
Zangief wins.
Wow, what a great round.
Now the question is, does Dre sit here on the Poison and try to adjust, or is he gonna put his tournament life on his ride or die? Okay, it looks like he's staying with Poison.
I was about to say, what do you think would be the reason you would want us not have the zoner available for this matchup? I feel like that if, you know, if I'm playing a Zangief and I have the choice between, you know, which of my 2 rings am I gonna play? I'm playing Cody or am I playing Poison? I'm breaking out the whip.
Right. Absolutely. I think that like Casey said, Mika matchup against Keith is not really that great.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, you can't have the master of muscle power get outdone by the apprentice.
I still think that it's not that bad for Mika.
Well, basically, every interaction that's scary for Mika is also scary for Zangief because he doesn't
Right.
have like nearly as much health as you'd imagine he does. I don't even think he's in the top of the health pool for the game. Technically, we look up fat instead of the thief for certain things.
No, Zangief does have a lot of health. I think he has like the highest stun. No, he doesn't have the most health.
Yeah, he's tied with highest health with Abigail. So never mind, I was wrong there.
Oh, does Abigail have 1075 as well?
Yes. Okay. It makes sense. They're both big boys. They eat their Wheaties.
What a treat.
Now Zangief does have the highest stat bar,
Stun? Yeah.
stun bar rather. Ooh, Drade is treading very lightly. Ken is flexing on him, literally. Ooh, that's scary. Like, it's also very smart that the vacuum effect pulled the Molotov away from Ken, so Ken.
Oh,
wouldn't
it
get any
called
damage.
out the. I don't think that Dre expected that interaction.
Yeah, I mean the EX overhead very fast, but wow, what even happened? I have to look at the replay. Wow, it was just an empty jump after a whiff and perfectly spaced grab. It happened so fast I didn't even. I literally blinked and she was dead.
Yeah.
What a great matchup! Like Ken is showing that it doesn't matter, how long your reach is. Zangief is gonna flex at you. He's gonna walk slowly at you like he's a horror movie villain, and he's gonna give you those big hugs. You love to see it.
That was. I'm not gonna say it was unexpected. I mean, it could have gone either way in my mind.
The matchup was not in Zangief's favor, but the player was really what made the difference there.
I think that in that last round, probably the only thing that could have actually happened to keep Zangief in that round is exactly what did happen. He threw out the cyclone and Poison didn't jump it, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Got stuck in the block stun and was just unable to get away after that. And, grab.
If there had been a jump come out over the cyclone, I think Zangief is 100% dead there. Like Dre's not dropping that.
Right. Heaven in the chat saying, no way Giff could lose. He's built like a He-Man's personal trainer, to be honest. I don't know. Have you ever been hit by a whip? I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how muscular you are. If you get hit by a whip, you're just I'm done.
You could be the baddest man on the planet. Like a couple lashes from a whip and you'll actually just die. Like the body goes into shock and you give up.
Yeah. So, while we're getting the next match going, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the Discord and all 42 people that are tuning in and watching. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you wanna jam some games, learn some stuff, and hang out with some people who actually have a day job and a life and don't just jam games 120 hours out of the day, you can join us on the Discord. We're helpful, we're fun, and we're old. Also, we want to encourage you to hit that big old Bezos button if you got the Amazon Prime, and to consider subscribing to King Geo because he's sweating out here. He's working to make this happen. Like King Geo is with the overlays, the music, the presentation. He's all this organization. I want to give it up for King Geo. He's the real MVP out here.
Yeah, I really can't believe how much time King Geo puts into all of this. So, again, guys, if you have the ability to do so, please show the man some love. At least throw a follow in there. this is definitely worth checking in. It's not just going to be tournaments, right? You can catch King Geo streaming his own games now and then too, so be sure to tune in for those.
Yeah, and you know, Rise mixed with the Prime. This man's pressing the Bezos button. What a champion! Thanks so much, Rise.
All right, so now we have Robo Hobo against Jimenez. Robo Hobo's kind of the big hope for Rise right now. I think he's really wanting to see Robo Hobo do Oro some justice.
Right, absolutely. I mean, Hobo is dancing. He's got a gold bar up the top. Like he's living like Larry right now. Oh my God, 7 letters.
Wow.
Woo!
There it is, the 7 golden letters coming out.
Yo, Scum, thanks so much for the subscription, man. Thank you so much for coming out to the tournament too. And that was an excellent round by Robo Hobo. That was super good. Like, ooh, big. Wow, Robo is just going in right now.
He's really just look at that. Jimenez tried to call him out with a V shift, and
He's like, hey, leg, I'm out.
I can't believe that even happened.
Oh my God, that was what a sequence, what a game so far. Big bird legs in the corner, getting that corner pressure started.
This is where Robo needs to start being worried, though. Oh,
Big DP punish. Ooh, didn't get the full combo though. I don't know if it was a drop or
it's not going to
intentional.
matter here, though. Jimenez
Oh,
is going
yeah.
optimal.
Oh, absolutely. I think
He
that was
would've
actually a
ended that
reset.
Yeah. Even if that didn't kill right there, he would have caught him with the spinning bird.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Great strategic the string and the pressure was immaculate for Jimenez there. Call out? Wow.
Okay.
That is not a great way that's not a great thing to happen when you whip a fireball. And it was an aerial call out too. Big anti-air. Jimenez is just like, no. No more of this Oro nonsense. I'm putting the
And
legs on.
Jimenez taking the smart decision right here to just back it up. He's going to run this trigger out.
Mhm.
He does not
That-
want to play the Tengu game.
Did you see how big brain that was? He's like, yes, you can have the whole screen. Just let me keep my life bar.
Yeah.
Big anti-air, keeping it simple. Jimenez, very decisive in this third round.
Again, Jimenez is doing what he does, man. Like, the guy adjusts so quickly to everyone that he plays. You might catch him early on, but, I mean, this was our Evo competitor, guys. Like,
Yeah, Jimenez is putting that work out here. Just absolutely beautiful conversions for Jimenez as well. Robo still, he's like, I'm not out yet. You know, he did get them 7 letters at the beginning. He's out here to play. He's trying to use the fireballs to control space, keep mid screen, not get pushed to the corner like he did last game.
Gotta be really careful though now because Jimenez has seen that he likes to go up in the air. He's gonna start calling him out, and he does it again.
Big call out with the crouching heavy. I believe that is. Ooh, the fake out overhead to low catch. The exit. Hit him with a couple DPs. Standard Oro juggle nonsense. The fake out overhead.
This is gonna stun.
Yeah, and that's gonna be. Please don't do something goofy. Okay, thank you. Hey, we got the hype train trudging up in the chat. Hopefully you guys can hype it up.
Yeah, guys, if you got the bits, throw the bits in.
Yeah, King Joe deserves every single cent you got available. Whatever you can spare to help keep the stream and the tournaments going. Big conversion off of that Tatsu, but misses with the V reverse. Jimenez refusing to give up space, pushing Oro all the way to the quarter.
It's almost Oro's time though, guys. Keep your eye on that V meter.
Yeah, any second that way. And almost there. It's like, can Jimenez keep it clean enough that he's probably about to just give up the whole screen again
Oh.
if he doesn't get the kill. Oh my God,
He
he's got
opted
EX
to do
available. Smart. Woo! Robo Hobo showing everybody he is not here to play. He's here to win with the very tactical jab right there.
Jab, yeah.
No, nothing fancy. Nothing. He's already done the fancy showy stuff. Now he's just cleaning up, and I like that. Yeah, absolutely. Like a nail biter for certain, down to the wire. you love to see the back and forth. Like it's not a 2-0 blowout.
Yeah, no, we're going to the final match. It was actually really cool to see this as well, man.
Oh yeah,
We've
big crush counter conversion for Jimenez. He's like, let me put these numbers up real quick. I want to teach you how to count to 12. And I really liked RoboHobo's use of the empty fake out overhead into the low in that last match that he won. That was a very smart tactical decision there.
Jimenez is adapting to what he's seen so far.
Yeah, the
Again, man, you gotta stay out of the air. He's already he knows that you want to get up there.
What was
Jimenez,
so sick? It was the kick into the dash under. That was just to make absolutely sure that Robo wasn't certain which direction he had to block if he could. That was really, really cool.
this is one of Jimenez's biggest strengths as a Chun-Li player. Is once he realizes that you're going up into the air, he very rarely will throw out an anti-air and miss.
Oh, yeah, he's keeping things very clean. He's not trying to pull out any crazy counter combos, like counter conversion combos. He's just like, let me control this space. A little air battle there. RoboHobo trying to fake out the air approach.
He's trying to get in his head, see if he can open that option back up. He wants to be able to get a jump in again and go for some of these optimal combos.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's Oro's whole deal. Is he's really, to get the most damage, he's got to start with a jump in. He can't just really convert that well on the ground.
But as you can see, Jimenez being the Chun-Li player that he is, he's got a lot of patience behind it. He called him out, and this is going to connect. I think this is not going to kill, but it's going to be very
it's
close.
Very close.
Oh, wow, it does.
Goodness! Wow! I did not expect that to kill it all. They saw the fireball, hit the trigger to have the pause basically to abuse the pause screen long enough to hit the buffer for the super, call out the fireball. It was just this. That is, you don't need to use V trigger for the V trigger. You can use it for the ability to readjust your mental stack and make the right punish, just like Jimenez did. And that was an absolutely beautiful display of mechanical mastery of Street Fighter, I think. Really using system mechanics to their advantage. Ooh, that anti-air fake out, that was really nicely done by RoboHobo. Jimenez is still keeping everything very tight mid-screen.
Calls him out with the EX legs on dash.
Mm-hmm. And this is where Chun's in her element, sitting under the clock, pressing those big buttons. Great conversion for Jimenez. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, you've played against Jimenez before. Do you feel like he's struggling right now? Or do you think like he's kind of got things locked in?
I actually haven't played against Jimenez before. I've done a lot of studying of how he plays, and no, I really I don't think that Jimenez is feeling pressure right now.
Yeah,
Jimenez has an excellent fighting game player's mentality.
Fighting the fight in front of him. He's not worried about, what he was doing last round. He's adapting to the moment. And look at this conversion.
And this right here is like kind of the proof that's needed to show that statement and the truth behind it. He's just gonna stay in his element and adjust.
He's in the driver's seat fully. He's just adjusting the variables. The entire match, other than when we had more of a Oro blow up moment or maybe like a misplaced button here and there, Jimenez seemed pretty solidly in control of the neutral that entire round.
Well, I mean, and neutral has to go to the Chun-Li over the Oro. Oro's that comeback factor. He's really not that good. Sorry, Gio.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's tripping about my my most recent picture that I took.
Hey, that's your Sears Christmas card picture, okay? They need to just stop. The war on Christmas has to stop. Oh, a shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Who we got in here? Let's see here. What was the word? Yeah, so Robo Hobo commenting. They kept punishing the dashes with the low kick to legs. I mean, that's keeping your conversions and your counter conversion combo very simple and effective. I mean, that's the Chun-Li way, right?
Yeah.
Hit him with a low, hit him with the legs, and then set up for more neutral.
I think what we're going. I don't think we're gonna see all three players on Oro down and losers. I do think that Ken may opt to stay on the Geef.
Mhm.
I don't know if I would recommend it because both Rise and Robo Hobo are showing us how good Oro's comeback factor can be.
Right. Well, I mean, I would say like Geef has the tools to get through the Laser Light Show, and has the tools to punish the aerial movement with their aerial SPD. Because I mean, Oros like to wiggle and jiggle up in the air with the double jumps to try and like fake out anti-airs, and Geef can just jump up there and say, "Yeah, let me get you real quick." Like he's not too worried about that angle of attack either. So what does that really leave Oro if he doesn't really have his fireballs and he doesn't really have like his jump in gimmicks, you know? He's got big damage, but
Well, the thing is like, again, I've been saying this throughout the entire tournament. I really don't think that you want to jump against a Geef anyway. Like, even if he doesn't go for the aerial SPD on you, the Lariat is the best, if not the second best anti-air in the entire game. Like,
absolutely,
it has so much reach on it.
Huge
nothing
hitbox on
really
both
can touch
sides. Yeah, can't cross it up. It just
yes,
says no.
Ken the Beast, it is going to be first to 3, so feel free to try whatever you think is going to work out for you.
This is winners finals, so this is I think we still have the old text on the screen for the previous bout.
Wait, this is loser semis. So yeah, it is first to 3.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'm also getting the King of Fighters bracket running too, so I'm doing multiple
no, man,
things.
you
It's
got-
updated now.
All right,
You got a hell of a lot of work.
Do you hear that? Did you hear what this man just said? Like, we're in the middle of Street Fighter. He's trying to get KOF done. How many tournaments have we done this weekend? It's just like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one, unless I'm miscounting. Like,
Okay.
like your
He's
boy
a big
KG,
one.
KG is working super hard. Please consider giving a sub, a follow, and definitely consider joining us up in the Discord if we get into this match.
So
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
no, it was nothing big. We did actually see the Zangief come out. He's really going for comfort right now.
Oh yeah, he's flexing on him. Look at this man. Muscle power all the way. Big lariat knockdown. Oro had the EXDP there. He's about to get grabbed and taken to SBD town. Great throw there.
But again, this is where Rise loves to be. He's got Tengu on.
I'm surprised the
This is it, dude. This is cashed
Ooh,
out.
that might be death right there. He's got bar to spin, but he doesn't have super. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be death, but it's gonna be one more interaction. I don't even think that he could EX DP for anything there. The scaling was too high. Ooh, hit him with a chop. Barely caught the beginning.
If
of
he
one
had
of
had
his-
half a bar more of like super
yeah,
meter,
super,
that would have
yeah.
been the end.
Yeah, he just didn't have the meter for it, but he's spinning the bar because he deserves it. Ken with the anti-airs chop. I like that. What? Did you see the fireball just phase through Zangi like
I
that?
did actually. That was really
wild.
interesting.
Oh, big empty jump in the grab. Rise is backing up and getting scared.
And that's the meter.
Let's boom in the round. Yeah, V trigger don't matter if Zangi breaks your neck.
Right. Okay, we're 1-1 in the first match of the set.
And I'm just getting confirmation. It's 8 tournaments this weekend that King Giovanni has been running. So big shouts to our TO and a big EXSPD on Rise. Now we're in the
Cyclone
blender.
SPD, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got he's got
Oh
the
my
round.
God, somebody put this clip on Twitter. Oh, that's every Zangief's like dream when every night when they go to sleep. That sequence, what just happened, that's what they dream about. They go in their bed, they got the little Z's coming out. Oh, SPD. Oh, Lariat. Every night. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, not wrong.
Nirvana Flames with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for pressing the Bezos button and helping KG keep this thing going. What do you think that Rise can do here to get past this Russian, like what would be the Iron Curtain of Street Fighter V right now?
So, honestly, right now, I think that some neutral jumps might help, but he's in a bad spot. Like, I don't think that this is a very good matchup for Aura.
Ooh, the big armor. Counter state, getting into the combo.
Especially for Rise, like as a player, Rise lives on the back foot all the time. What we're
Yeah.
seeing right now, this is textbook Rise, right? He comes back with these comebacks all the time.
I mean, yeah, when you're playing Oro, you are the comeback king, or you don't come back. Those are the only two options you have, really.
And so Rise, like, he lives in that area. The problem is in this matchup, man, you might not get a chance to do that against Zangief.
Yeah,
He does
two
so
grabs
much
after.
damage.
Absolutely, every hit is so much damage. Like you don't get to lose neutral very many times. But right there, that's one. You got two more interactions. That's two. One more interaction. Take him in the
So-
shins, and that's it.
And as we saw there, like, Rise had the ability to, like, maybe bring that back. He had
Oh, he's
full
in the
V
blender.
trigger.
Yeah, he did, but it didn't matter because Zangief broke his neck. Oh my lord. Jimmy, do you ever get your neck broken like this in the Street Fighter lobbies?
Oh yeah. Zangief is a character that I personally do not like to face.
I don't think anyone does. The
Actually,
Rise
it
is trying
depends
to
on who I'm
comeback.
playing. If I'm playing, oh, this doesn't kill, but this is gonna turn it down to one interaction.
Like we were talking about before, either you're the comeback king or you don't come back at all, and Rise is trying to make an argument for the former. Ooh, my
Uh-oh.
god, this is very tense. One more interaction from either of these players. Ooh, Stanky Finger. Big throw.
Oh, and he gets the throw.
Oh, man, the dash up throw jump scared me. Good lord. Now, that was unexpected. Well played, Rise.
So, yeah,
was-
if I'm playing Zeku, I might be all right with running into a Zangief, but if I'm playing a Shoto, I hate it, man.
Yeah, like I feel like I mean, grapplers are kind of designed to prey on the Shotos a little bit, right? Like, oh yeah, you want to play fair mid-range? Yeah, why don't you walk towards me? Oh, you've got a fireball that's not all that great. Sounds good. Let me hit these 3 buttons.
Right.
Big heavy punch into block. Oh my god. Look at that stun bar. One touch.
Oh, this is actually that's the round.
That's the round. You can hear the Mario Party like dice rolling noise every time Zangief starts running forward. Just here, let's roll this dice real quick. Are you gonna jump? Are you gonna backdash? But there, it
That's-
didn't even matter.
Kind of the danger of the Rise play style, right? If you hold on to that V meter and you use it for the comeback factor, you don't have the option to get any defensive play going on.
Exactly. Yes. Like basically giving up all of your defensive system mechanics for the hope of the comeback is, it's that ride or die Oro style, right? Like Oro millions know their glass cannon, but they love to explode on people.
You see it out of Oro players, you see it out of Urians, man.
Exactly. They don't care if they're bad. They just want to go off. Ooh, big
Oh,
miss.
there's the whiff. That's it. That's the round.
Wow, Rise able to take quick control of this last little bit of the round with the Tengu Stones. Boom. Don't drop it. 39. What a number. You know, I'm a Sesame Street guy. I love to see those numbers climb up on the combo meter. You can call me the count if you want. I just like to see them numbers. And we're getting more of the Fireball War from Rise. Rise is not going to make this easy for Ken.
No, I think he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in the matchup right now. And again, you know, Rise being the lab monster that he is, like he's going to be able to get optimal damage on most of his combos.
Yeah, and did you see like beautiful air to air like stuff out of Zangief trying to jump out from Rise? He was like he'd labbed that, so he was like, yeah, I know exactly what button I want to use here, but I'm trying to keep this spot. And for everybody look at where Oro's placed right now, right underneath the clock, perfect corner guard
Oh,
positioning.
this is gonna hit.
But that's gonna hit. He's got plenty of life to spare. He can take the hit. You know, it's only half your life. It's not a big deal.
So Rise right now can afford to actually play this matchup in a very intelligent style by saving his V meter just for
chilling.
V shift.
Yeah, he's not under any major pressure here. He can just run clock. He's got defensive options. Oh no, he gets caught with the meaty. Oh my lord.
Zangief wins.
I can't believe he got caught with the meaty. I thought he was gonna be just blocking on wake up. Maybe it was an attempted DP, but it was a mischarge or a mistime something.
Oh man.
Wow. That was insane.
You know, I'm just glad that we haven't had a combination of Rise and Robo Hobo into a single Oro. Rise's combos and the neutral play that we see coming out of Robo Hobo, those two together would be absolutely terrifying.
We
And
just need to make sure they don't share their notebooks with each other. That's all we got to do. We need to intercept the communications. Rise is showing why he's not taking this match laying down. He's putting up those numbers in the corner.
That's
No
stun.
stun.
Wow. Okay,
He
now
has the
he's
most
got
stun
it.
of the game. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the round. Boom, boom, boom. Optimal. Yep. Yeah, he's working really hard to get the stun. I'm assuming he's trying to go for optimal stun conversions because you really have to actively work to stun Zangief, I feel like.
Yeah, but if anyone can do it, though, you're going to see that coming out of Oro. He has a really, really long combo.
Yeah, and like he has like stun combos that can get up to about 70-80% stun on most of the cast. In the
Oh,
right
no.
circumstance. Oh, big punish for the DP. Oh, drop.
This is going
And
to be big damage.
Oh yeah, there's not gonna be any drops here. Rise is on fire right now. Boom, juggling them. 1 DP, 2 DP.
42 hit combo.
Man, you know that's the answer. Cyclone, but very smart by Rise, just taking his time, not trying to press
Yeah,
into bad buttons.
He's got to be patient right now.
Oh no, he pressed a button in the middle of the Cyclone. Toss up, leggy.
The problem is, again, like when you burn that Tengu, you don't have the option to use V-Shift.
Yeah, you've given up all of your defensive like system options. Oh, the jump scare.
The
like half
wake
your life.
up critical art, some online tech being used here.
Oh man, we're blending right now. Somebody called the blend channel. Oh man. Rise is like, if I try to play defensive, I'm going to die. I have to go in, but the Lariat says no. EXSPD breaks his neck
wow.
right on the red cross line. Wow, that was explosive.
That is tournament life for Rise.
Rise, my man, you played so well. Sucks to see that happen.
That was really, really awesome to watch. Again, I don't think that Zangief is an easy match for an Oro. Like,
I think that was just Ken being beastly, as is his name. You know, he's trying to live up to his own branding. Hey, Rise was putting up a hell of a fight, and some of the comebacks, like from barely any health, able to just basically unrob themselves. It was beautiful. Yeah, Rise, you did amazing. a wonderful round, wonderful run through the bracket. But now we got Jimenez versus Ken the Beast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. So
Now we in
have
losers finals. So we have
uh,
Robo
losers
Hobo
final,
versus
my bad.
Robo
Yeah.
Hobo against Ken the Beast.
Oh, my bad. I misread. Robo Hobo and Ken the Beast. It's Oro time apparently. Like all day, it's gonna be it's Oro with Jimenez sitting at top with the Chun. We get to see another variety of Oro, the more neutral heavy Robo Hobo. Also, great name, great screen name by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
Yeah. Go ahead.
just what Rise is saying. You're happy with how you did. We're happy to have been able to cast that. But again, like the Zangief and Oro matchup, like you don't see either of those characters too terribly often.
Mm-hmm.
And then like seeing the matchup between them, like on paper, I would imagine that Geef actually does win that.
Well, Rise makes a
So-
good point that a lot of Geese moves move his hurt box back when Oro's trying to like poke at the very edge of his range. It can cause
Right.
things to whiff
And he's
where you wouldn't expect it
Stubby
to.
as hell too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless you're doing Stinky Finger, you're basically like gotta be in there.
Fight.
The Robo Hobo's gonna see what he can do against this Geef, who's Ken has been running hot today, absolutely hot.
Wow.
What a
was-
stuff out! How did that happen? I've never seen Lariat get anti-aired.
The end of Lariat's frames were gone.
Oh,
He's-
is it the very
he-
end?
Robo Hobo stayed up there with max hang time, and then it was just impressive.
Yeah, everything about this match so far is really back and forth. They're just brawling right now. Ooh, catches the booger attempt into the Cyclone. Restand, very smart from the Zangief player, trying to max out that damage.
Robo Hobo has V trigger though.
Got V Trigger and the Laser Light Show. Welcome to Stone Mountain. He's flinging boogers. He's throwing fireballs. Hobo's totally. He was totally be cool with just winning this off chip damage if he could. Guaranteed. Get this madman away from me. I like Robo Hobo's like how he's varying the angles on the green fireball, but the air to air from Ken, very great awareness on the jump. That was a reaction jump. And because Robo Hobo did the double jump, it was enough time for Ken to put out the button. I love having the Twitch stream on the right hand side because it's like the instant replay.
Yeah. That's one of the other reasons that I like to actually have that up, is being able to EX SPD in the air.
Yes, gonna take about a quarter of your life real quick. Boom, there's another call out. We are in the mix. Ooh, EXDP to get out. Very smart by Robo. Oh my. Hits with the tippy tip of his fingers there. I'm not sure why Robo Hobo is going for the jump call out so much though with the fireball. Maybe he's just like to throw off timing.
So he really wants to see if he can get his opponent to start throwing out those lariats and other anti-airs. Now, it's not that effective against Zangief, in my opinion.
No, he just walked him down. It didn't even matter.
Lariat stays out for so long, but I think he wants to like condition his opponent so that he can get these really amazing jump in combos set up.
Right.
Round one.
Let's see here. According to KC the Bruh, Geef has a small hitbox on top of his head during the lariat, so you gotta bop him on the tippy top of his head apparently to get to anti-air the lariat. But Robo didn't get the hitbox out in time there. Now he's getting mixed up in the corner. Uh-oh. Dimmy, you want to go ahead and tell of Robo Hobo's eulogy? Because I think he's dead here. Oh, breaks out with the EXD.
Yeah, I mean, there's the jump again, so
Lariat is too good, and jumping is not good.
for any of you guys who are part of the we've got 52 people in here right now.
Oh, wow. Hey, gang. Thanks for stopping by.
I think that this is actually a new
A
new
new
record.
record. Yeah. That's super high. Oh my god, hype SPD moment here. I think it's because Zangief's on screen. Everybody's hype. Ooh, whoa, whiff grab. EXTP to get out of the non-existent Zangief pressure. I don't know. He's like, you're just whiffing buttons above Oro's head menacingly.
And there,
He's trying to bait out Lariat with the crosscut. Got a little fireball war, a little nooch. Into beast. Alright, we're going into the Chingu Stone shenanigans. Fireball. Chingu Stone juggles. Oh, this is a really cool combo.
I have never seen that before.
Never seen that
Oh,
before either.
wow.
That was hype as that was super cool. Robo, where would that combo come from, bro? You cooked that one up yourself in the lab? Damn.
And let's also keep in mind that, like Slick said, there's a little intimidation factor that goes into play here. You always... you're not hearing my stream in the background. It's on mute.
Yeah, not me either.
Oh, are you talking about... Yeah, we had one of the KOF guys come in here.
Yeah, they're gonna be. I think one of the commentators is getting ready to come in here for a moment, but we're back into it. Robo Hobo getting spun to death, unfortunately, trying to work his way back mid screen, and Zangief just walking him down. Look at this. Look at all this. This just pure like. Ken is filling the screen with fear right now. That's his fireball game.
So, one thing I want to point out, if you guys are in the chat, something that I was going to... Is it still going on right now, Johnny, the feedback? That is interesting. Gio, there might be some audio issues going on.
Round 2. Fight.
But anyway, if you guys are one of the newcomers to Street Fighter in our Discord, or you just recently picked it up, one of the things that you really might want to pay attention to right now, and I know this is said ad nauseum, but when you watch Ken the Beast and Jimenez playing, one of the things that they are always denying is the air.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
very, very consistent. Like, they are not letting people get up in the air on them.
Yeah, absolutely. The air control in Street Fighter, especially, but any game, any fighting game, like what's the first three things they tell you to learn how to do is learn all your character special moves, learn their BMB, learn their anti-air button. That's the top three, right? Like you got to have your aerial guard up constantly. You can't let people just jump on you, because then the ground game doesn't matter. That's a great point. Ooh, there might be a chip out situation here. Oh,
Okay. Johnny says it seems okay now.
okay. I'll double check mine. It seems like mine's good to go. We're back in it. Okay. Thank you, Johnny, for helping us out there. And
Tied
big
up
shout
right
out
now.
to all 51 people on the stream getting hype. Ooh. Yeah, just
Damn
just
right,
hit
folks.
the commentator's voices are good. Okay, good. That's great to hear. Look, Ken the Beast just has no fear. Look at him just walking down Oro. It's like, oh, you gotta hold back to start that fireball, huh? I'm just gonna walk you down.
Oh,
Big
wow.
regular grab. Oh wow, he went for the instant overhead approach just to make sure it wasn't gonna be a dash up. I like
Gotta
that
be
approach.
careful here, though. Ken
Yeah,
the Beast
Ken-
is sitting on Cyclone.
And very low health though. He has like full V trigger and 2 bars. Oh, here we go into the mix here. Trigger is activated. Missed the grab. SPD. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got it. That's the round.
Boom. 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 And there it is, the big KO. That set play was immaculate. You want to talk about set play? Like Ken was on top of this man every second of that round.
Well, Robo Hobo solidifies a place in the top 3 for his Oro play. Now we get to see if Ken the Beast can run it back up against Jimenez. Earlier, it was a shutout with a 2-0.
Yeah, Jimenez's Chun is been immaculate all tournament. Every time they've been on stream, it's just been super clean. Counter whiff confirms and very safe, solid footsie game. It's going to be a joy to watch. Oh, and before we get any further on, I'd like to make sure all 50 of you in the chat, if you have the ability to subscribe with Twitch Prime, or you got some extra bits or subscription stuff sitting around, King Geo is put on 8 tournaments this weekend, and is just doing an amazing job making sure everything is staying on time and staying solid. So consider giving a subscribe. It would really help him a lot to make sure we keep doing this and keep these tournaments hype. So Demi, do you was it Ken the Beast that Jimenez fought earlier?
So yeah, Jimenez did actually fight Ken the Beast earlier, right before he had his match against Robo Hobo in the winners finals.
Right.
It was a pretty dominant showing, I think, from Jimenez.
Gotcha. Sudden Antagonist subscribing with the tier 1. Thanks a bunch, man. We really appreciate it. I'm sure KG does too. All right, can we get a prediction in the chat about who's going to win this one? I'd like to see that. And Johnny, noting that Jimenez is the 3-time champ of the Boomer SF5 tournament. So,
If he wins this one, he would be 3-time.
oh, really? Okay. So he's only 2-time. Okay. But he's trying to make it the 3-time world champion. And we immediately seeing some good like anti Chun play from Ken, not afraid to put out those fast buttons, try and preemptive any movement from Chun, but the big anti-air, and Chun is just slowly walking him into the corner. What do you think that Ken can do here to get around like the Chun oppression?
Honestly, I don't think that there's a lot that he can do outside of try to approach with some armored moves.
Well, that was a really decisive round for Jimenez there. Just walked him into the corner, straight up Street Fighter pressure, kills him with the throw. The classic. Yeah, I feel like Zangief doesn't have that many tools in this matchup. Like versus like against a Zoner or Shoto kind of character. Ooh, EXSPD though. Trying to get the mix started. Ooh, big crush counter. Jimenez is not fast enough, and Ken was able to block it out. Recycloning.
I think Cyclone is something that Jimenez is actually already aware of. Like he probably will jump it and then punish for it.
Yeah.
And look at his. I say that right.
You say
There we
that,
go.
and he gets caught, right? Ken the Beast is. Ooh, yeah, that whiff throw was death. Absolutely. That was a really tough round for Ken.
I guess next time I'll just say, "Oh, Jimenez is gonna win," and then we'll see Ken actually take a round.
I don't know if the commenter's curse is that strong, my friend. Costa's the most. Thanks a bunch for the tier 1. We really appreciate it. Helping KG keep things moving and keep things hype, and also just for all the work he's doing. We really appreciate it here in the commenters booth, and hope you guys are feeling hype in the chat. Get back
This
into
is
it.
just
Jimenez is kicking his
kinda
man's
one of
face.
It's a difficult matchup for Zangief. Like the dealing with projectile zoners is really not near as bad as somebody who has got excellent footsies. Now Chun is not necessarily a hard zoner, but
No, I would call
she
it
makes
a
you feel
mid-range. Yeah, like a mid-range, like value kind of character. You
She's
get a
one
lot of
those
rewards
characters
hitting that button.
yeah. She's one of those characters that makes you feel like there's nothing you can do.
Right, like you just feel like it's just a wall of heavy punch. Ooh, big SPD though, trying to get the mix going and finish up this round. Great blocks there from Ken. Ooh, big chop from Ken too. He's trying to just eke out a little bit.
Honestly, right now, like,
Ooh,
okay,
catch with
that
low.
that went pretty well for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was very close there. Ken is struggling. He's working very hard out here. He's working 9 to 5. He's putting in overtime.
EX, wake up.
It works. This is the get off me button. And even if it gets blocked, you get pushed away enough that it doesn't leave you in too much trouble. Ooh, big armor move. Let's start the. Oh, just a 1,
This
2,
is
3.
exactly what he needs to be doing, is throwing out armor.
Okay. Absolutely agreed.
And Cyclone is working way more often for him. Oh, and that's
You
the
are
round.
dead. Oh my god. I didn't even see.
Cyclone
thought-
is working out for him way more often than I would have expected.
Same, yeah. He's really picking his spots here very carefully, and I appreciate the strategic. He's playing the footsies game. It's just like it only really comes together at the very end. Like suddenly you realize, oh wait, Chun's the one grab away from death.
I actually expected to see a little bit more use of Siberian Express in this, with this matchup in particular, just to have that armor.
Right.
But he's converting so much damage when he does get a jump in. Jimenez is going to be stopping that, as you can see. Like he's
Yeah,
taking his options between the standing heavy kick.
And the heavy punch there, yeah. He's at this point like Ken is gonna. I feel like he's just got to try and overload the mental stack so that Jimenez can't catch the jump in. And when that jump in does happen, well, here comes the damage. Like I said, big throw.
SPD again.
And I didn't mean to
This
call
is-
it out this much, but good lord, this man is dead.
That's it. Yeah, man, this is looking really terrifying.
Wow.
I think Ken the Beast is getting some of his revenge that he wanted from the earlier tournaments that he participated in.
Oh yeah. I'm tired of being bullied. It's time to be the bully. Let me show you how I got these scars. Ken is working really hard for this bracket we just played. And if he gets whoa, the grab whiffs. Good V shift to try and keep himself safe.
Again, Jimenez is doing great because between his anti-air options, like the standing heavy kick and the back heavy kick are doing. There's a Siberian Express. That's what I was wanting to see.
Yeah, I was the running grab. Wait, catches the whiff. EX feet, and we're back to neutral. Zangief is red, and he is ready, but it might not be enough with. Yeah, with
Oh,
Chun
the
and V
gap.
trigger. Yeah, there's a gap there.
Final round.
That was a very close round.
Fight.
I mean, real slick, dude. Everyone should be scared to get in the mix. Zangief is frightening. He's
Right.
He's a human blender. Like he literally turned his like body 360 degrees and leave his head in place. That's scary. Ooh, bird kick, gets crush countered, big SPD, and now we're in the mix. Oh wow! Great awareness from both players. And Ken's not making it easy for Jimenez. Jimenez has to break out all the tricks to get out of the corner. Oh, that's 2 hits? Oh, is that death?
Oh wow, this is death. Yeah.
Wow, the Cyclone setting up the critical art. Like, Chun-Li is literally dead right now. She died. Great reset. Ken is
Is
like,
that is
sorry, go
that
ahead.
only 2-1? That's not 3-1.
Round one.
Oh man, I just feel like this has been. I guess I'm losing track of what's going on. This is really, really crazy to be watching. 'Cause I
okay,
thought
no.
this game-
We're still. Ken still got to win 3. We just don't have the room set up for 3, so we're just making it work. Okay, cool. So we're still 2-1. Jimenez still has a chance to get around and keep things going. But
Oh my
Ken is
God.
mixing right now. Good counter poke from Chun. V trigger activated on Ken's side. He's trying to wrap this thing up quick.
I think he's waiting for a button to be used so that.
Got caught with the trigger activation, EX. Them hands are glowing. Oh, the footsies game is so intense right now. Both players just barely outside each other's range. Ooh! Oh my god, this is so scary for both players. They're just like barely passing each other's hitboxes like shifting the night. Oh, the capture with the EX legs though.
Round 2.
Beautiful work from Jimenez. Great awareness. Nice jump in from Zangief. Didn't really get a chance to confirm much.
Got a little bit of stuff happening over here on my end, so
Okay, I'll keep it up then.
apologies for the silence.
No, it's okay. If yeah, just let me know. I can keep it moving. We got a big AXP SPD, and Ken is trying to take control of this match. Can crush counter, but is unable to really convert from it. Shannon's being very scared of the grab. Grappler jump. Big
And that's
SPD,
it.
you are dead. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
Ken gets 3-1, gets to reset the bracket, if I'm not mistaken, if he wins this one.
he'll reset the bracket if he wins this.
Boom.
And there's the armor taking advantage of the situation.
The armored punch is so good in this matchup.
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
that's kind of where I feel like the win condition is for Zangief, is like utilizing your armor as much as possible. Because
Yeah,
Chun doesn't have very many multi-hit moves that are
Right.
going to hit you from a range.
Yeah, like bird kick is the closest thing that they've got, and that's not really a great answer for all of this mix happening. Ken the Beast getting in there, grabbing, hugging,
the round.
kissing. Oh, that's the
Oh,
round.
yeah.
Hit him with a chop. Boom,
We've
hit him
got
with
a
the elbow.
reset. We have a reset.
We are resetting. Ken the Beast is trying to take it home.
Wins.
What a great match. Good God, that was insane. I'm Fisheroo, this is Demi Shock, and we are at the grand finals after a bracket reset. Ken the Beast versus Jimenez. Oh man, what a hype match. They're like, I don't even know how to describe the noose right now. I mean, it's like sliding a taco into your mouth through your gimp mask mouth hole. It's it's just smooth, perfectly built for the purpose. Like everything that Ken is doing is just absolutely the right call for the matchup. Playing very good grounded footsies and really abusing armor.
Yeah, and that really, like, the standing heavy punch and the Siberian Express are going to be paying dividends in here. And then catching him with these SPDs,
Yeah,
I'm
they-
sure Jimenez has got to be wondering to himself, like, what he can do.
Like you think that you're zoning like him out enough, you're at the very edge of your range, and all of a sudden it's like one poke SPD, you're in the mix. Oh my god, there's a cyclone. Where'd my life go? Why is this man standing on me? You know, it's Zangief is so scary no matter who you're playing, and Ken refuses to pretend that Zangief is low tier. He's here to prove otherwise. And Eddie Anguiano, Eddie Anguiano subscribing with the Bezos button. Thanks a bunch for the Twitch Prime. Helping King Geo keep this thing moving as we get into the next
All right.
round. Jimenez.
We're on the grand finals reset. If you want to get that prediction in, you're about at half duration.
Oh, we got grand finals predictions. Get your votes in.
Throw your swag points in for the predictions.
Oh my god, this is going to stun Jimenez. What is happening, my brother? Boom, boom. Is that going to kill? Nope. Still got another interaction. And a corner switch. Great sequence from Ken there. I mean, from Jimenez. Is that going to one hit the stun?
Oh wow!
Surprise
this is gonna
SPD?
go, obviously.
Oh, about to break this woman's neck. Good lord.
The wake up super was not expected.
Never is. Like, whoever expects this giant Russian man to wake up and then like just grab you out of nowhere?
I mean, there was no option that he really had to do anything about that. Jimenez was in V trigger, so the only thing he really could have done is just jump, but that had to be done on prediction.
Yeah, you had to know. You had to know. Oh man, people are calling Chun a jobber in the chat. Jimenez, you're gonna have to pick it up, man. The Beast is Ken is really showing everybody that it's about the player, not the character. Oh my God, he's spinning.
Yes.
He's churning that butter so hard right now.
If you ever needed any more proof that the character that you play doesn't really matter, guys, this is it right here.
God.
Chun is widely considered to be one of the top 5 characters, if not top 6 characters in this game, with Zangief being the absolute worst.
And she
This
just got her
is-
neck broke.
This is the proof. This is the proof that you all need right here. Play who
this
you
is-
want to play.
This is Geef griefing right now.
Round one.
Great round by Ken. He's just making it look like this matchup is absolutely lopsided.
I still have my faith, though, that Jimenez is going to adjust. He had
Okay.
plenty of time.
That's true. I'm kind of rooting for the underdog here. I want to see Jimenez get dethroned a little bit. Oh,
I mean, I think a lot of people do. A lot of people are here getting really excited to see, is the king going to lose his crown or not?
I mean, if anybody can do, I think Beast is making a really good argument for his ability to absolutely spin and win. If we're in the mix, Beef is
That
red
was
and angry.
so impressive. He read that Jimenez was, and that's the round. No,
No,
scaling.
not scaling.
Now it's
That's
the
the
round.
round. Look at the set play, people. Oh my God.
Wow.
Round two.
That's
Guys,
absolutely
this
awesome.
is looking really frightening right now.
Yeah. Ken is getting a little sicko right now. This is not looking like a good matchup for him, as he's got to start picking it up. He still has the gold life bar right now. He's got full CA meter.
It was really interesting because Cyclone came out and Jimenez was ready for it. He threw out his combo with lights trying to get something started, but Ken read it and punished heavily for it.
Oh yeah, he's read the Chun playbook backwards and forwards. He's starting to bring out the real anti-Chun tech. And we're back into the mix. Ken is just not scared of buttons right now. He's just going in. Ooh,
Oh,
big
that-
whiff. That's legs. Overhead.
Round.
That's the round. We got Evan in the chat saying Jimmy's got this. He's the general of the Chun army. Well, we'll have to see if Admiral Chun can pull it off. This is a very close game. Press Mets fan says next time he's picking Dan. Man, your guy was on point today, man. Ooh, we're Geef Gaming right now, mixing it up. Great read
Wow.
on the legs. On the spin break hit, great read. Ooh,
Chases
Catches the
the
V-shift.
V-shift. That
you are dead.
this is looking absolutely
Whoa!
terrifying.
There's no way to get more damage than that? Damn, I thought he was dead.
No. Unfortunately, scaling had gone a little too far.
Okay. I like the backdash to stop the meaty, and then a quick jab just to finish it up. Keep it simple. Wow. It's 2-0 for Ken right now. Jimenez got to really pick it up.
Yeah, this is really unexpected. Our Evo Warrior right now has had a bracket reset on him 3-0.
Round one.
Or no, it was 3-1.
It was 3-1. 3-1. Now, if he gets a 3-0 at the bracket reset, that's very definitive. Jimenez has got to step it up. They're not going to give him. They're going to give him crap for this for the next 2 weeks in the Street Fighter chat. And you know Ken's not going to let. He's not going to let anybody live it down. He's gonna be like, yeah, just a champ, Really good air movement by Ken the Beast here, being very conscious of these anti-air angles. Jimenez is not giving up much space.
And that's what Jimenez was trying to get off last time.
Like some small preemptive buttons before any of the grabs could come out.
He's trying to catch that gap in the Cyclone.
Yeah, there is a gap there. Look at this adjustment. That was a very emphatic round for Jimenez. Oh wow, the
That was
anti-air
just a
angle.
short.
Ooh, we're in the mix. Another mix. Kaboom.
One more of these and then we're going to have a stun.
You are dead. Oh my lord.
I think it can close it out right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep,
Perfect.
7
KO.
letters. perfect.
Guys, who gets a perfect against Jimenez?
Ooh. Yeah, Rise is making a great point. The empty jumps versus Chun. Also, like the spacing of his jumps, really like a great example of the grappler jump mentality, that just barely being out of range until you extend the legs. Like Ken is really taking advantage of his aerial options here against Chun.
I can see it right now. The future of the Street Fighter portion of our Discord. We're
Oh
gonna
my
have a bunch
God.
of new players checking out some Zangief.
Y'all better learn how to get out of this mix right now, because this is brutal. Oh my God.
Wow, that's it.
That's 3-0,
Guys,
baby.
We just had a 3-0 after a bracket reset. Zangief into a Chun. We have a
Man.
new king to crown.
Oh my God. Ken the Beast showing everybody. He's willing to give anybody hugs. You want to step up.